All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the art gym. Welcome to the final day of phase 2 of the push. This is, so I say phase 2 because there is a phase 3, but this is the end of the qualifying run if we can make the average today. So I didn't quite get to finish making all the posts. I was trying to get it all done right when stream started, but I am gonna take a minute just to advertise a little bit more on social media just to make sure that the word is out. If anybody wants to share the stream, I've got it on Blue Sky. I got a post I just made, and yeah, feel free to drop it in Discords. I'm gonna try and drop a couple links in Discord. I may not have time to do very many, but anyway, I appreciate everybody being here early. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Hey, Deli, yeah, I just screenshotted some, these are some cloud studies, I think from like August or something. So, I'm gonna be doing some new ones today, but this is just like a little, hey, here's what we're doing today. So, you know, but I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to Tuesday, by the way. I'm excited to have you here. Thank you so much again to everybody who is hanging out, showing up. I really appreciate all the support this past month. It's not over today, but if we can make that cut today, then it takes a lot of some of the stress off. We still have to maintain the view count basically until they approve me as partner, just to show that like there's not a huge drop off. But if we can make it today, then some of the pressure will be off of me to try and like make sure I hit those 16 streams. After this, it'll just be like a holding pattern, if that makes sense. So it takes a little of the stress away, but if we can make it today, I really appreciate, like I said, everybody being here early and lurking. If you're not sure how to lurk, if you just like stumbled in here somehow from the interwebs, welcome. My name's Casey, and I'm pushing for partner. We're pushing for partner as a reminder for us for the Vaquita. I really want to do like an awareness day on the front page of Twitch on October 4th. Ignore this date. I need to remake this after the push is over. But it's October 4th actually. And so in order to be on the front page of Twitch, you have to basically be partnered so that you can apply and more or less get accepted. It's not guaranteed still. They may still not accept my application, but I am going to include this in the push application. I'm going to talk about the Vaquita, talk about everything that I would like to do to help promote saving it. There's fewer than 20 left and they need our help. So if you'd like to help with that effort, just lurk. Just let the stream play. Don't mute the video. Just let it stay unmuted, maybe at 1 or 2%, just in case. There's a little bit of mixed information out there on whether or not that matters, but you can definitely mute the tab and let the video do whatever it wants. The video just has to be playing. So if you're able to do that on any device, it really helps. If you want to spread the word, share the link around for my stream in Discords or something. That's helpful too. I'm going to post a little story really quick on Instagram so that the word can get out there. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. We're going to be doing clouds today for the art gym, and I'm pretty much just going to stream as long as it takes to potentially hit that number. It's a lot harder on Tuesdays in some ways because it's my only stream today. So if this stream doesn't make it, I don't have like a later afternoon stream to make up the difference. So yeah, appreciate you guys being here. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm very tired. I was up kind of late last night. I did finish the sub-zoo for Kaijun, so if anybody had a June sub doodle that you were owed and didn't see me finish, I did work on them last night and finish them. They are posted in the Discord. And yeah, feel free to go check it out in the stream event section of the Discord. Exclamation point Discord if you need that. But again, thanks everybody for being here, and I hope your Tuesday's going well. Let's see. Let me get this posted on Insta really fast, and then I'll catch up in chat. As far as a prediction goes, let me get one started. Manage prediction. Start prediction. How many studies will I do today? Let's start this prediction. Actually, ahead of time for once. There you go. If you'd like to predict some channel points. I will say if this stream does make the cut today, we are going to do like a little mini, not a partner party because I won't officially have partner, but you know, once we do that, I'll make a partner party plan. But If I'm able to hit that number today, I think tomorrow afternoon, after the showcase, we are gonna do just like a little mini, like, and now we wait party, or like partner application submitted party, just like a little small, maybe play a game or something and do a couple of giveaways tomorrow if today makes it. So if you want to help that happen, then yeah, just lurk, and I'll share more about that as we go. Yeah, it'll be a bring your own pizza party. A bring your own pizza party for sure. Cheesecake party sounds great, but not everybody likes cheesecake apparently. I don't know. I'm not going to name any names, but there's some cheesecake haters out there. But I feel like most people like pizza. I've never met somebody who didn't like pizza. Okay, sorry, I have to post on Instagram stories really fast. Join me live 9 to 11-ish a.m. Okay. Name them, no. Cheesecake pizza? What is that? Book snail. Some cheesecake isn't good, but not liking any of it. I hope they like. I know. Listen, I'm not gonna name and shame. I'm not gonna name and shame. They know who they are. I don't even know if they're here, so I don't wanna. I'm not gonna be a jerk about it unless they pop up in chat. But let's see. Cloud studies today. Thank you again, everybody, for being here early. It really does help with those numbers if we can get like a high number early in the stream. Like this is great. Seriously means a lot. And if you want to help moving forward, it still will help to be here early, just FYI. Basically, the quicker numbers get high early in the stream, the more it's going to encourage Twitch to decide, okay, this person is part of a community, because that's basically what they're looking for with partner. They're looking for somebody who has got active community and is engaged in community, and that's kind of what it is about. That's supposed to be the byline of being a partner on Twitch. So yeah, if anybody's willing or able to lurk until I get partner, it still would help a lot. But if with this number, like I said, I hate to make it about the numbers. Hopefully today's the last day I really need to look at numbers as intensely. I would love that, honestly, if we could just hit this today and then I just never have to think about a metric again. That would be so nice. Because I miss just kind of like streaming and drawing and hanging out and not worrying about who's here. So thank you all for putting up with this constant conversation about numbers, and also thank you to everybody who is sharing the stream, talking about the Vaquita, just kind of helping to drum a pipe about it. Underdog Art, thank you for that follow. I really appreciate that, and thank you for those who followed. It's meant a lot. It's meant a whole lot. And let's see. Churros. Wait, what are we talking about in chat? Cloud studies today. Okay, last stream needed to officially, nope, that's not how you spell officially apply for partner. Only stream today. Nope, that's not how you spell partner either. Jeez Louise, I'm so tired. You guys, I was up till 2 a.m. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sleep deprived today. So if I'm not super aware in chat, that would be why. Thank you guys for your patience with me. Come lurk to help me secure phase 2 of partner push. There we go. I think that's clear enough. Cloud studies today. Last stream needed to officially apply for partner. Come lurk, tell me secure phase 2 push. There. I think that is clear. Okay, that is now on the Instagram stories. I don't know if people can share those, but if you'd like to, it's up now. Well, it's loading, but it'll be up in like a minute. I also put it on Facebook stories, even though I don't really use Facebook. But yeah, let me drop some links. If anyone needs social links, by the way, if you'd like to follow me on social media, mostly these days, guys, I'm on Instagram, Blue Sky, and YouTube, and Twitch. Those are kind of my main 4. You can find my other social medias in the link tree, including my art fight link. Jeez. So tired, can you tell? There's the art fight link, though, if anybody wants it. If you are doing art fight, feel free to drop a link in chat. I think I'm going to make an art challenges channel in the Discord. I need to get in there and figure out where to put it. I might put it in art share, but it's okay, it sounds silly, but like if you look at my Discord, you guys, here's my dumb like perfectionist brain. Okay, welcome to an insight into Casey for a second. So here's my Discord, right? And like all the little sections are all neat, sort of. There's a lot of them. Basic channels don't really have a theme, but sharing is caring. Everything says share. And I don't know how to make it. I guess I could do like challenges share, art challenge share. It's such a long phrase. So I have to think about it. Art prompt share. I don't know, it just doesn't roll off the tongue. It's really bugging me. So I know that that's dumb. But that's how my brain is, it's dumb. So yeah, anyway. I'm going to be thinking about it. I'm going to try and figure out some way to put... I mean, potentially it'll just go up here, but I feel weird putting an art thing not there. But maybe it should go up here, because if I just do challenge or like prompt challenges or something, monthly prompt, I don't know, because then that would enable people to do other non-art ones. I don't know. I'm going to think about this off stream. Sorry. Anyway, here is a Blue Sky link if anybody is on Blue Sky and wants to share this link around. And thank you for anyone who does. Okay. Oh, let me catch up on chat here. And then also, if anyone here is here for the art gym, here's kind of a little overview of what the art gym is in the chat. But if you want to get started doing your studies, you don't have to do clouds. If clouds does not speak to you today, that's fine. This is like an accountability session, just to do some studies, do some foundational art practice, challenge yourself to do the thing that you haven't attempted yet, or you know that you're weak in. And it's kind of a way to just struggle with others, basically. So our theme for the art gym is right here, to get the bad drawings out. Okay, so that's our goal. We're here to do the less fun stuff. And if you want to share that struggle with anyone else, we have an art gym section of the Discord. Just pop any like foundational studies, like value studies, contour studies. We got people doing Drawbox, any observational from reference or from real life. I always recommend drawing from life if you're able to. If you can go outside and draw some actual clouds right now, that would honestly be probably more helpful than just finding a reference image. But if you're unable to do that and you want to do clouds, I do have some references pinned. Or wait, do we have the references pinned? Hold on. Let me drop the link. Clouds, where is it? There you go. There's my Skyscapes link. We can get that pinned to the top of chat. And yeah, feel free to... Oh wait, Amaze already has it pinned. Thank you, Amaze. Anyway, there's a link at the top of chat if you'd like to draw along. Okay, let me turn this down. My music is way too loud. Let me know if it's too loud on your end, folks. But don't feel like you have to wait on me as I catch up on chat. Sometimes it takes me a minute, so feel free to get started, And then if you want to set a timer for like half an hour, or heck, even 15 minutes if that's all you have. Any amount of study time is going to be helpful. And if you can get into the habit of like daily study practice, you're gonna see art gains. Just like if you were to work out daily at the gym, you're gonna see eventual improvement, especially if you vary up the muscles you're using, right? Not every day can be leg day. So even though I do a lot of animal studies, I try to throw in stuff that's not creatures, because I do feel comfortable with creatures, but I feel less comfortable with other things. So anyway, that's my little elevator pitch, I guess, on what the art gym is. Let's see. Cloud studies this morning. Last day needed for partner push application eligibility if you wanna come lurk. There we go. All right. My tired self has posted in a Discord. Good job, me. Ugh. You guys, I am sleepy. But let's see. I see I have a couple of redeems in the chat too, so I will get to those in just a second. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna post in a few Discords here real fast. Just because I haven't posted in quite a few of these in a while. So, since this is the last official day needed for partner push eligibility, I feel like it's the if I'm gonna post about my stream on a day, I guess today is the day. I sure am ready to not be doing self-promo anymore. It's so frustrating. I hate doing it. I know it's like required if you want to be in the arts, but boy is it most people's least favorite thing to do. Oh, there they are. I was like, what the heck? Okay. Alright. I'm feeling pretty good. Thank you guys for your patience. Let me do one more. There's one more place I haven't posted in a while. I don't feel as weird about doing it. Ugh. Okay. Ugh, sleepy times. How do you stop being sleepy? All right, close, close, close. There we go. Okay. All right, we did it. Oh my goodness, and thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Yes, let's hydrate and let me catch up on chat and catch up on redeems. And again, if you want to get started, don't feel like you gotta wait on me, as always. You want to draw, but I need to clean my studio. I'm in danger of piles toppling. Oh no, I'm tempted to ignore it a little longer. I mean, listen, productive procrastination is a thing. We've talked about this before, Beans, but I sometimes just set a timer. That way I get to do a little bit of both. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have great advice for that because I am like world-class champion at productive procrastination. I spent like 2 hours reorganizing parts of my Pinterest board yesterday because I was kind of stressed. And there's just a lot going on in like in the art part of my life and the outside of the art part of my life. And you know, it felt okay. It was like I haven't done this in months. There's parts of this that are just like messed up and I need to fix. And so it's a little more organized than it was yesterday. And you guys will be proud of me. You guys will be proud of me. I scheduled a primate study this month. If anyone missed it, in the Discord, I do have a stream schedule section. So if you want to get a like sneak peek at like events coming up or like art gym topics coming up, it's visible for you. And we are going to be doing if you go to this section here, the stream events, section, go to stream schedule, you'll see the latest and greatest. I'll also post this on like Ko-fi, Patreon, maybe even on some Blue Skies or something, I don't know. But look, I did where is it? Right here. We're gonna be doing baboons and drills. I know it's not the primates that freak me out, but listen, it's a slow burn to work up to drawing a chimpanzee. I don't think I really struggle. For those who don't know, I get a little freaked out if like primates, especially chimps, fall into uncanny valley for me big time, and I just do not like looking at them at all. So I don't draw a lot of primates, and this is like a huge area of weakness for me as far as like my creature design knowledge, because my whole life I've avoided drawing primates of any kind. I think I've drawn monkeys like twice. So I know it's something I need to work on, but they do freak me out. And same, yeah, I know a lot of people feel this way. So I know it's not just me. Well, that's exactly the problem, Miss Art Rules, is that they look too human, but not human enough, and so it falls into uncanny valley for me. And I think there's like a word for this actually. It's like so common that there's a phrase. I'm not as bad as I used to be. It used to be like it also freaked me out to look at gorillas and orangutans, pretty much any great ape. And even some monkeys when I was a kid. And I became aware of it whenever my little brother became obsessed with gorillas. He was like, oh, they're my favorite animal. And he was like looking at gorilla stuff all the time. And I was like, they look like people suits. Like they look like there's a person in there, and it freaks me out a little bit. And yeah, it's just kind of persisted my whole life. No, Booksnail, it's not just you. Yeah, raise your hand if you also find them slightly freaky. You just think of primates as super ugly humans. Yeah, I mean, kinda. But, like, that's probably a better way to look at it as, like, my brain is just, like, a little, like, oh, it's like when you look at a robot that's just a little too human but doesn't quite have the right human mannerisms. It's like that level of Uncanny Valley for me. Where it's just, like, a little uncomfortable. Just a little uncomfortable to look at, so. But yeah, we're not alone. If that's you, you're not alone. So I'm trying to overcome my problem here and do a little bit of exposure therapy. So I'm going to try and work in primates every once in a while. And this month we're starting with a group of primates that I actually, I do find really interesting. I really like mandrills. I've drawn mandrills before, mandrills and baboons. They don't look so human that they freak me out. So like, I'm hoping that slowly working up to it will be helpful. But yeah, anyway. What is happening? Why am I getting Marcus, yes, I see your redeem if that's what that was about. Yeah. We will get to the Draw Me an Animal here in just a second. Let me just make sure that and I have a gratitude jar as well and a hydrate. Let me do the hydrate really fast. Everybody hydrate. Yes, I'm hydrating with some caffeine. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep today. Although some good news, I went and opened up for the chickens this morning. Nobody was injured. Everybody's behaving for the most part. I'm pretty sure we have a couple of roosters. So I think we're going to be down to 18 instead of 20 here pretty soon. They haven't started getting aggressive yet, so they're fine. But I think they're all starting to mature a fair bit, so I'm guessing within the next month we'll need to find an alternative there. Just looking to cause chaos. Well, I appreciate the bits, and thanks for being here. But yes, everyone hydrate, please. Everyone stretch. Get ready to work out here at the art gym. And let's draw some clouds, or study of whatever you'd like. But first, I have a Draw Me an Animal that I'm going to get to from Marcus. It is a Scirius vulgaris? Vulgaris. This wouldn't happen to be the scientific name for Wile E. Coyote, would it? Because that's not a real animal. Somebody already tried that on me before. So if that's the case, I'm going to redeem it. But if it's not, if it's a real animal, if somebody wants to look it up and confirm, just don't tell me what it is. I'm going to draw it here in just a second. It's a real animal. Okay. Vulgaris sounds really familiar. I do kind of feel like it's a mustelid for some reason. I'm so bad at scientific names. I don't know. I probably have mustelids on the brain because I reorganized my mustelids Pinterest board yesterday. It's not Wile E. Coyote. Okay. Yeah, somebody did try that one time. Funnily enough, I drew Taz. But I did not get it right. Okay. So, thank you all for lurking. For those who are lurking, I appreciate it. I'm going to come back to... Oops, hold on. Guys, it is a new month, by the way. Happy July. That's crazy. That is crazy. I cannot believe it's already July. Oh, where did June go? I only got like 3 things off of my mega to-do list yesterday. Sorry, a little hiccup there. Draw me an animal. Okay. So, here's how this game works. If anyone has not been here for a Draw Me an Animal before, happy July. Yes, indeed. Okay. So, the way that Draw Me an Animal works is I will write down the name. Scirius. I don't even know if I'm saying Scirius? Vulgaris. I don't know what this is. I'm terrible at scientific names. I can never keep them straight. Half the time, they're just it's like a Latinized version of someone's last name, so it's not super helpful, but I feel like Vulgaris feels like I should know what this is. I feel like I have encountered this before. Maybe is it a coyote? I'm probably just thinking that because of Wile E. Coyote. I'm going to go with mustelid because that was my first instinct. I'm going to do a badger. Or no, maybe like a Tasmanian devil. Or maybe a wolverine. I feel like it's a mustelid, but I could be totally off base here. I have no idea, so I'm just gonna draw something. I've got 5 minutes to draw what I think this animal is. Scarious? What is this? Does that give me any kind of a hint? I have no idea what this word means. Like, at even all. At even all, guys. You heard it here first. Okay. 9:33. I have 5 minutes. I'm just gonna do like a generic sort of a mustelid-ish type shaped creature. So that's what we're doing. We'll find out what it is here in a moment. I don't know if it's gonna be like a badgerine devil, I suppose. But this is what I think it is. This is my guess. Got that mustelid body shape. Only problem is if it is a badger, they don't have tails. I think we'll just give it like a tiny tail, like a little Wolverine type tail maybe. My first instinct was a badger, so I feel like I should do that, but I don't actually know. He's snarly though. They're very angry. Mustelids are super angry, if you didn't know that about mustelids. Okay. And then let's do sort of like a generic brownish gray. Hey Dr. Hubs, how's it going? And I haven't even said hi to everybody in chat yet. I'm so sorry. I will come say hi in just a sec. I just want to clear the redeems really fast. And again, if anyone just got here and is lurking for the push, I seriously appreciate it. We basically have to get over 75 viewers in order to average 75 viewers. So if we're able to do that and stay at this number or higher for the next like hour, it should secure this stream as a stream that counts. So if anyone is able to lurk, I really, really appreciate it. I'm so sorry for my regular viewers that I have to keep saying this. I'm sure it's getting frustrating and annoying to listen to, but we're so close to the end of phase 2 of the push, and it would be really awesome to be able to just check this off the list. Phase 3, for anyone curious, would just be basically apply and wait. So yeah, that's potentially the next step. If this stream will count. It is my only stream today. Raids also do count, so thank you to everybody who's been raiding this month, who's been hanging out. I really appreciate those folks who recommended me as a raid target. It's made a huge difference. And Anthemus, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for that follow, and thank you for the stretch. Yeah, we'll stretch in just a sec, actually. Let me, I'm trying to finish doing this Draw Me an Animal game. It's a game that I play every half hour or so if somebody redeems it. I've got 5 minutes to draw whatever I think an animal looks like, basically. I'm doing something vaguely badger-esque, I think, and vaguely like Tasmanian devil-esque. I don't really know what this is. I really want it to be a badger, but I get the feeling it's actually not a badger. This vulgaris thing is throwing me. I don't know. I'm so bad at the science names. There we go. There's my mustelid, my generic mustelid type critter. This is my guess, and we'll find out. If you want to look it up, feel free to look it up. Just don't tell me in the chat. That's the only real rule for the Draw Me an Animal game. It's just less fun if I get spoiled, and if I know what it is, because a lot of people redeem it just to see if I can guess, or if I'll draw something funny, or draw their favorite animal, depending on what they give me. But I do struggle with the scientific names, so usually if I get a scientific name, I'll just draw a bug, a bird, or a fish, because those are really... There's really large numbers of those critters. But this time I chose to do a mammal, so we'll see how it pays off. It's a badger that says bad words. Exactly. But yes, let's stretch really fast. And again, thank you to everybody who's hanging out. Alright, let's look it up. I'm curious. It's a Sciurus vulgaris. It's a squirrel! Dang it. I knew it sounded familiar. Somebody has redeemed this one before, and it was the vulgaris part that I was stuck out to me. It is a squirrel. It's a squirrel. Oh my gosh. It's a squirrel. Okay, I got it wrong. I mean, it's a mammal. I got the mammal part right, but it's definitely not a badger. It's not even vaguely mustelid shaped. It is a rodent. It's a rodent. Squirrels are rodents, if you didn't know. They're in rodentia. They live everywhere. Definitely not endangered. It's very often we get endangered critters. Actually, this is a red squirrel specifically. But if we go to Scurius, I gotta remember that genus name. Scurini, even. Squirrels. Squirrels, guys. This one is specifically a red squirrel. It's a European, I believe, is where they live. Oh, and also it looks like parts of Asia. Russia. Northern Asia, I guess. But anyway, red squirrels, we don't have those here in the US, but I remember, I always think about them with Redwall. Did anyone else read Redwall as a kid? Because the way that they described the squirrels was always like the tall, tufted ears. And so these are the guys, I always think of them like carrying around little swords and being in little shirts because of Redwall. So yeah, there is, it's a squirrel. It's a squirrel, you guys. It's a red squirrel specifically, and I missed it completely. So let's learn about it really fast. Let's see. Common throughout Eurasia. I forget that it's called that. There have been over 40 described subspecies. Wow, of the red squirrel. I actually didn't know that. But the taxonomic status of some of these is uncertain. Okay. 16 subspecies are recognized and have served as a basis for subsequent taxonomic work. Validity of subspecies is labeled with uncertainty because of the large variation in red squirrels, even within a single region. Yeah, subspecies is kind of hard to... Even, it's so funny, like, thinking about individual variation in subspecies and how to tell the difference is, it's tough. And it makes me always think about, like, how you would even tell when you have a subspecies of something and say, like a dinosaur, when all we have is a fossil to go off of. There's some things we're never gonna know, probably, but here's a black variant of a red squirrel, kind of cool. Here's an extremely long-eared, look at those ear tufts. It's like, almost like a squirrel cosplaying as a rabbit. I love it. Cody Latin name is Overconfidenti vulgaris. Okay, so the vulgaris part was Wile E. Coyote. Okay, so I actually... Why do I remember that? Oh, okay. I know why I remember it. There we go. There we go. Anyway, if you... Oh, look at this little guy! Gray winter coat. Oh, I actually really like that image. I'm gonna pin this later to Pinterest. I don't have very many, like, common critters in my Pinterest board, like squirrels. I should probably fix that. This guy's a little cutie. I really like this one. Well, if you want to... Oh, look. Excess food is put into caches called middens. I didn't know that. Either buried or nooks in or holes in trees and eaten when food is scarce. You know, something I heard about squirrels is that they actually can't remember where they hid stuff. They basically just, like, randomly dig and hope that they put something there, which I think is really funny and also explains, like, just the sheer number of little squirrel dig sites in our backyard. Let's see. Oh, although the red squirrel this one remembers where it created caches at a better than chance level, its spatial memory is substantially less accurate and durable than that of gray squirrels. Between 60 and 80% of its active period may be spent foraging and feeding. Okay, so it's got... So basically this is what I was talking about. Basically they have very low spatial memory. It's even less accurate than that of gray squirrels, which is very funny. A crepuscular activity pattern, which means, I believe, dusk, dawn? Twilight period animals, yeah. So you have nocturnal, diurnal, which is night and day, and then crepuscular, which is the twilight, like the dusk and the dawn. Anyway, so they avoid being out in the middle of the day because that makes them more visible to birds of prey. Well, anyway, if you would like to learn more about the Scurius vulgaris, the red squirrel, there you go. There you go. Thank you for that, Redeem. That was a good little drawing animal. Never gonna remember that. So enjoy asking for that again in 3 months because somebody already did that and I already forgot. So, yeah, it just happens. It is not my... Oh, happy birth month. Okay, it is my birth month. You actually got that right, Paradox Moose. It's not my birthday, but it is my birth month. We are officially here. We are officially here. Yeah, since they forget where they hid nuts, they end up planting a new tree. Exactly. It's part of the design of it, right? Hey, Spicy Jaw, by the way, how are you? They have the grays and the blacks and everything. Like, yeah, that's cool. We, I think we mostly get gray squirrels here, but let me say hi to everybody really fast. Oh, is it Canada Day? Happy Canada Day. You had to pull out 3 trees they planted in my yard. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think we have a squirrel that planted a tree right next to our porch because we have a little tiny tree sapling that came up out of nowhere. And it's like, this is not helpful. A better than not chance of saying happy birthday on stream this month. It's true, there is a better than not chance. I will probably not be sharing when it is, unless I get partner on my birthday, I guess. But hopefully it happens before then. But man, thank you guys so much for sharing that post and sharing my link to my streams. I really appreciate that. And thank you all for lurking. Okay, let me pull up mod view so I can actually do the stream stuff. There we go. Okay. Okie doke. Oops, Pyro. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. I was very tired when I posted that. Let's change that to July 2nd. Here we go. So for anyone waiting for the showcase, I did have a little mistake. I posted at like 1 a.m. last night that the showcase had ended. July 2nd, tomorrow, is the showcase. And if you go into the Discord, there is a event at the top of chat. Or top of the channel list where you can get a little notification if you like. I'll post about it later in the Discord, probably make an announcement or something. We'll just see how today's stream goes, and I'll probably update you guys in an announcement on Discord as well. So if anyone's interested in that, just stay tuned to the Discord announcement space. But hopefully I'll know by tonight or tomorrow whether or not I should or can apply to partner today. So we'll see. I get the feeling if I wait until tomorrow, my monthly average for the last 2 months will be above 75 because I had some really big streams at the end of May and start of June that really helped kind of propel the push a bit. So I may wait till tomorrow morning to apply for partner if I do it this week. I haven't really decided. We'll see. We'll see. But I'll keep you guys posted. And thanks again to everybody who's lurking. So speaking of lurkers, let me say hi to everybody really fast. Slappy Salamander, welcome in. And Vampire itself, congrats on first. And also Neil, welcome in, and Blue Skittle, and Silvulp, and Miss Caprical, and Spacey, and Rifty Doodles, and Raga, and Amaze, and Corzi, and let's see, Steph, thank you for the first time chat and the lurk, I really appreciate that. PJ, thank you for the cheese. Septic, hello. Neil, I don't know if I said hi, but hello again if I did. And Kudo, howdy, and Here Come the Clouds, great name for today, by the way. Thank you for lurking to help with the push, it's nice to have you here. Dally, thank you for the lurk, and Lithium Art, and Ernesto, and man, there's so many folks here. I really appreciate this. Random Macaroni, I see so many lurks in the chat. I really, really appreciate the lurks, guys. You're really helping a lot. Ungoy and Spacey, yes, for the Vaquita. And if anyone is new and doesn't know what we're talking about with the Vaquita, here's where you can learn about the Vaquita if you'd like to. Booksnail and Elfie, welcome back in. By the way, Elfie, if I didn't see that before, thank you so much for coming and helping. Pioneer, we just met Elfie, I think yesterday from a raid. And let's see, Beans, of course, hello. Who else did I miss? I'm sure I missed somebody. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate the company. Chrissy Carson, hello. Yeah, do some cloud studies if you want. We're going to be looking at everyone's work at the end of stream. So if you are doing a study of any kind, whether it's clouds or something else, around like 10:45 to 11 a.m. Mountain Time is when I tend to do the show and tell piece for the art gym. So if you'd like to be a part of that, feel free to drop your studies as long as they're work safe. That's all I ask, is that even if it's like a reference and not a drawing, please make sure that anything you post for share in my Discord is work safe. If there's nudity, please cover it. Or just like don't show the bits. Especially right now, I don't want to take any chances with getting in trouble. Like, we haven't had any issues so far. We've had one misfire where I think I got accidentally dinged, but it was like a totally clothed model, and I got that revoked and then sorted, and I just would prefer that we never have that situation again. So please, if you do a figure study, always make sure it's very clear that there's nothing being shown that is not work safe. Prediction of is flawed. Hey Loden, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, Beans, you said you need to clean your room challenge. Once the push is over, there are some like other things I'd like to stream. Like I might do some IRL category streams or even just chatting streams where I like basically like organize stuff at the studio or go through like a ton of traditional media. I have like a whole corner back here full of traditional media, and I kind of want to go through some of that and have you guys help if you want. Help me like choose stuff to either get rid of or post for sale on Ko-fi. I don't really know. Some of it may not be work safe because some of it is figure drawing stuff, but I don't know, just like stuff like that where I need to, like projects I need to work on and need a little bit of accountability to accomplish. Those are the kinds of things I like to stream, like studies, for example, because I just don't make the time for them outside of stream. But we could, if you guys are interested, maybe we could do like a community clean your room or community go through your sketchbook or community something like that. So if you guys are interested, let me know in the chat. We could totally make some plans for stuff like that. Like I said, after the push is over and I don't have to worry so much about the metrics, I'd like to do a lot of things. I'd like to, you know, do some more plein air sketches. I'd like to do some more traditional media stuff. I'd like to do just like stuff that's not my norm. And potentially, oh my gosh. Oh, Eric Draws, thank you so much for coming in. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that raid and for bringing your folks here. We'll get you a shout out. You guys go follow Eric Draws. Fantastic artist here on Twitch. And super appreciate you coming by. How was your stream? What did you draw today? I'd love to see any work safe sketches or doodles that you want to share. Please feel free. Hamiltunes, welcome in. It's good to see you. Pick a chatter to do. Wait, what does that mean? To do X? Can you fill in the blank on? I'm a little brain dead today, Sloppy. You might have to explain a little more. Just experimenting with computer stuff. Oh, so it was not an art stream today. No actual stream. Oh, I see. Well, thank you for raiding in and helping anyway. I appreciate it. And if anyone coming in from Eric's raid, hopefully whatever you were messing with was helpful. But if you want to stay and help lurk and help push for partner, today is my only stream today. So this is my one shot today to actually get my 16th required stream day to hit 75 viewer average. So if anyone is able to lurk on any device, it will be helpful. And I super appreciate it. I'm trying to get on the front page of Twitch for Save the Vaquita Day. It's a highly endangered porpoise. There's fewer than 20 left in the world, and if you're able to help with that, it would mean a lot. You basically have to be partner more or less to get the front page. You don't have to technically, but it's really hard to as an affiliate. So I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me get there. It looks like so far we're doing okay. I just have to figure out when to apply, and then wait. we're in the apply and wait phase after today. If today's stream holds above 75 viewers. So basically the higher we can get that number and hold it, the more likely this stream is going to hit the average. Right now we're doing great. If we can just maintain or improve this number even a little, it'll just kind of secure the spot. So I really appreciate it. Let's see what you got. Oh yeah, we got the Eric Draws Instagram. You guys, if you are not following Eric Draws, this is the kind of stuff you're missing out on. Do you see this style? Like folks. Look at this style. You're missing out on so much energy and so much great like visual storytelling if you're not following Eric Draws. He does like commissions on stream live. He's really fast and just does fantastic work, honestly. Look at this dino. But yeah, really great stuff. Definitely follow Eric Draws. We got kids as Spidey. Super fun little commission here. Very, very cute. And I really dig your style. I know I say it all the time, but you just have such an iconic style, I feel like, especially, I don't know, I feel like your work really stands out on Twitch, at least in my opinion. So yeah, go follow Eric Draws if you aren't already. Doesn't have 5 to 10 minutes, yeah, for sure. Super fast, super proficient. Go give Eric Draws a follow. No, thanks for bringing your people here. I appreciate you. And thanks anybody who's lurking. Again, I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. I was finishing saying hi to everybody, I think. You could draw piles. That's true. You could draw piles. Zenith, welcome in. And of course, Booksnail. Belated hello to you. Let's see. And of course, Dangerous Buttons and Marcus. Who else do we have? Mandrills scare you. They're just scary. Oh, gelatas? I'm not sure how you say it. Those ones freak me out because of the way that they curl their lips back. So I'll try to draw one of those this month, but most of them are not. It's not the same type of creepy as a chimpanzee for me. Germs, hello. Happy July to you too. Let's see. It scared the beans out of you. That is the cutest phrase ever. Dr. Hubs, I think I said hi, but hello again just in case. Jaws are so scary, but they are cool. Yeah, that's how I feel about them, actually. Yeah. Pyro, yes. Thank you for the reminder to help keep the numbers up. Even after I apply for partner, but we'll talk more about that once I've applied, and I will let you guys know if you'd like updates on when I do those things. Just join the Discord and or follow me on either Ko-fi or Patreon. I plan on using both as sort of like a little newsletter type thing. Patreon I already pretty much use as a newsletter, so you can join for free. I sometimes make free posts, and then that way you can get some updates, like a little bit of extra updates until I can actually set up a newsletter. Patreon is basically my newsletter. But I'm thinking about setting up Ko-fi in a similar way. And also, speaking of Ko-fi, if you want some free Vakita emotes, that you can use on your Twitch, on your Discord, on your Guilded server, here they are. This is what they look like, and you can download them for free on Ko-fi. Congrats on partner. Not yet, Moose. Hopefully soon, but not yet. Koitas, thank you so much for that follow. That was really sweet of you. To come hang out. Okay. Scrolling, getting to the bottom of chat. Latin time, vulgaris equals common. Really, Raga? Is that what it means? Vulgaris equals common. Huh. Would not have thought that. I guess it makes sense, because vulgarity is sort of like common / like very base / like very like low, maybe like lowbrow. I guess I can kind of see the connection there a bit. Interesting. Oh, thank you for the clip, Miss Arvels. You're the first clip of the month. Congratulations. I meant to do this last month and I totally forgot. My plan is to like whatever clips have the most views at the end of the month, we'll watch on stream at the end of the month. So just a little like tiny thing. I see April Dawn, welcome in. Helena, hello. It's so good to see you. You guys should be following Helena too. Thank you so much for lurking. I don't know if you're still here, but I really appreciate you. Let's see, Helena, there we go. Another fantastic artist here on Twitch. It's good to see ya. Hope conventions and stuff are going well. And a Blue Skittle, another fantastic artist, and Spicy Jaw, also a fantastic artist. Suntroa, hello, another fantastic artist. So many great artists here in the chat. An idea for a new sub-animal, you can call it subspecies, and someone can ask for an animal with an added weird quirk. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll have to keep that in mind. Squirrels are why we have so many oak trees. Fair. My squirrel friends, you guys, I used to have squirrel friends. They, I think they've either moved on or passed on, unfortunately. Squirrels in the wild don't live very long. I'm pretty sure my favorite one actually died last June because of my HOA lady putting out poison bait traps. Still pretty upset about that. And the most recent one, I think, just had like a really bad injury this winter, and I don't think she ever fully recovered, and she just always kind of was looking a little sickly, and I think she has passed away, unfortunately, because I have not seen her since December, I think. Maybe, well, no, maybe it was like January or February. So I think some of their babies come around, and there's one that's friendly enough to approach, but most of the ones that we have are not super trained to be not afraid of us, and I haven't had time to be around much to help them out with that. So I don't have any squirrel friends right now, really, sadly. But that's okay. It's probably for the best, honestly. Let's see. Okay, I think I made it to the bottom of the chat. Holy cow, Dracon, welcome in. It is always good to be alive. That is true. That's probably why you got flagged. That's fair too. Yeah. Thank you for the lurk, Amaze. I appreciate you hanging out. Being a given activity, maybe like take a drink or do a squat or push up. Oh, so you think I should have a redeem to make a chatter do something? How do you like prove the chatter did it though? Let's see. Where's the bottom of chat? There it is. Okay, finally got there. Pain is epic. Thank you, Hamiltons. You just have to trust. Probably safer not to train them to... Yeah, exactly. Probably sloppy. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's probably for the best. I just, when I was working from home a lot, I was like kind of in the kitchen and on the porch a lot. And so I just kind of befriended them on accident. It wasn't really, I mean, not total accident, but they just got really used to seeing me. And then eventually it turned into like, oh, I have a nut. Here you go. And then they're like, oh, and then like, I can hand feed them. So it was, just one of those things that happened. But I don't spend enough time at my apartment anymore to actually like probably befriend anything. There are some rabbits that are kind of used to human presence there that are pretty friendly. But they mostly just graze under the bird feeder and then they kind of hop away. But they don't go very far. They go like a couple of feet and then they like just hang out. So they're pretty like not super terrified by humans. But let's see. Hey Moxie, how are you? Thank you so much for popping in, and I hope it went well. Zinzin, hello, at your friend's house. They have an open house welcome party. Oh, well, thank you for lurking while you're at a party. I'm honored. Hold back your common tongue. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dan the BC Man. I hope your migraine goes away. Okay, let me pull up my references here. Finally, it's only been an hour for me to catch up. Oh, we have a gratitude jar too. Let me do that really fast before we go into the ads. And yeah, so anyone who hasn't seen the gratitude jar before. Oh, and we have another zombie animal. Armadillo vulgaris. I wonder what that is. Raga's given me either very heavily tricking me or tossing me a bone here. So the gratitude jar is something that I started doing recently with Twitch. It's something I used to do by myself, but yeah, let's see. It's basically just a way to have little like friendly, cheerful reminders of the good things that happen throughout the year. So what I'll do is I'll date a little slip of paper and I'll write down something I'm grateful for. It can be something big or something small. And then I'll put it in my gratitude jar, and at the end of the year on New Year's Eve, I will pull it out and just kind of go through all of the like positive things that happened in 2025. It's just like a positivity exercise. It's a way to be intentionally focusing on the good, because it is very easy to focus on the negative as humans. We're kind of geared to focus on the negative. So today is July 1st, and I am going to I'm gonna put I'm grateful for the opportunity to go to Denver FanX despite not getting a table this year. Hopefully next year. I plan on applying again. Like I do every year. I'll probably apply this weekend because they open up applications right after the show. So we'll see if I get in. But this is what my gratitude is for today. There's a streamer here on Twitch named Steven Nigerian Art, and he has offered me an extra pass because he's got one and he's got a table there. So if anyone's going to Denver FanX this weekend, I may see you there. I'll be walking around. Not sure what day. It could be any of the 4 days. I think possibly Thursday or Friday, but it's potential it could be Saturday or Sunday instead. I'm still waiting to hear back totally on plans, but just the opportunity to go is really nice because I feel like I know a lot more artists now than I used to when I would go, and it'd be really cool to go meet some people in person and just kind of chat. So I'll be walking around with maybe some stickers and some cards to hand out, and just chatting with folks, and maybe go to some panels or something. So that is my gratitude jar for today. So Steve, if you ever see this, thank you. I'm sure I'll see you when I pick up the badge, but I appreciate the opportunity to go. It was very nice of him to offer that. So plus I'll get to meet Steve. I've never met him before. I think I may have actually seen him at a convention in the past, but I definitely didn't know him. So but yeah, Twitch, this is just like a small example of some of the ways Twitch is opening up some professional opportunities for me that I wouldn't have had otherwise. So thank you all for being here and lurking and just helping with that view count so that people find my stream and I can meet more artists and more people in the industry. It really does help. So I don't want anyone to feel like just because you can't sub or, do anything like on Patreon that you're not helping me. Just lurking and being here is helping with the push, and just lurking and being here in general is helping me, period. We are going to be in an ad, so I'm going to do this Draw Me an Animal after the ad. I'm going to use this time to find a reference because it's been, a minute and I still haven't picked one. So I don't think I've done this one before. It's getting kind of like, I need to go find some new reference pictures because I haven't. Yeah, maybe I should do this one. I feel like I may have studied this one before, to be honest, but I think it would be helpful for me. Ooh, this one's really nice too. skyscapes. Okay, let's do this one right here. Because I am trying to finish up that work in progress for the dragons kind of fighting, and I think I need to do a study of like a similarly lit scenario. So this looks a little bit similar to that. So I'm going to do this one here in a minute. I'm going to save so that I don't lose that. And then right after the ads, I will get started finally on my study. So for anybody who was betting on me doing some studies today, hopefully I can at least get one done. And hopefully some more. Let's see. Yes, and we'll do the drumming animal right after that. Let me make sure that's still pulled up. So for anyone who is about to be in ads, if you want to help support the stream with ad revenue, just do the same thing you'd be doing for lurking. Let the video play. You can mute the tab or lower the volume to like 1 or 2%. But as long as you let it play, it should make Bezos give me some Bezos bucks. Oh my gosh, tea time with Taryn. Oh, thank you so much for the raid. I'm so sorry, we're about to be in ads and I can't pause them because the thing already went away. But if anyone wants to lurk and help with the push or support during ads, I will introduce myself and be back right after. But we're doing cloud studies today. If you want to join us, and tea time with Taryn, I would love to see what you got up to. So let me get you that shout out. And thank you so much for helping with the push, seriously. We'll be back in 180 seconds. I'm just going to stretch. So that's all I do during the ads so that nobody misses anything. So I'm not going to draw. Feel free to grab a link if you want to drop any art that you were working on. I'd love to share it with everybody here. But thank you so much for bringing your community to help just secure those numbers for the partner push. And for anyone who's curious, I'm pushing to get on the front page for Save the Vaquita Day. It's an endangered porpoise. But we'll talk more about that in just a second. I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to pause the ads. I apologize. Unfortunately, we had just missed it, the ability to pause when you came in. A daily cloud is a good... Oh, nice! A daily cloud, Dow Dave, thank you. You forgot to copy your own raid call? No worries, tea time. Thank you so much for coming in. For anyone who can hear the sound of my voice, we are going to do a posture stretch really fast. So if you are in like a hunched posture, shrimping as we call it here on Twitch, we're going to unshrimp together. We're just going to overarch and overcorrect that back posture. You can include your neck by pushing your neck in alignment with your spine, and then, pushing your shoulder blades together and holding. You're not feeling well. Oh, tea time, I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for raiding in. I hope you feel better. No worries if you got a raid and run, but I really appreciate you bringing your community here, and I'll do my best to take good care of them. And again, for anybody who is here from Tea Time with Taryn, we're just going to do a little stretch during the ad breaks. I do 180 seconds of ads once an hour just so that we can eliminate pre-rolls, so that when people come in to check out the stream, they don't get immediately hit with ads. Unfortunately, that did not work out for us right now, just because of timing, but we'll be out of these ads in about 1.5 minutes, and during that time, I just stretch. I encourage people to get water, get up, walk around, move, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do, grab a snack, and take care of yourself, and we'll be back to drawing and talking about art and talking about the push in about 1 minute. But right now, I'm just pushing my shoulder blades together and holding, and I'm trying to correct my posture. I'm trying to prevent back pain when I get older, and a great way to do that is to work on posture. So once you've held for about 20 to 45 seconds, pushing your shoulder blades back and arching your back, you're just going to unarch. You're going to relax that arched posture. So what that does is it takes you from this hunched posture to an overcorrection and then straightens you out once you relax. Okay, so you overcorrect and relax. And that's going to, put you in a more naturally upright position. Another one I like to do is a carpal tunnel stretch. So if you can hear the sound of my voice and you would like to participate, hold your hand out like this, fingers up in the air, but then rotate your fingers to point at the floor. And then take your other hand and just gently pull those fingers and thumb towards your body and hold that for about 20 to 45 seconds. This is going to be a really good carpal tunnel exercise to either prevent carpal tunnel or help alleviate symptoms, potentially. If you've started to notice like tingling or numbness or pain in your hands, these could be signs, like early onset signs of carpal tunnel. So just something to be aware of. So again, 20 to 45 seconds. I just watched the ad timer and count down that way. Hey Brazen, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in on the raid. But yeah, supposedly doing this stretch is supposed to be one of the best carpal tunnel stretches you can do. So I try to incorporate this one as often as I can. And that's why we do stretches on the hour. Okay, and I think we're back from ads. So I'm so sorry for everybody who got stuck in ads. If you watched, hung out through the ads, thank you. if you were able to do that. It does help a lot with the stream, and it helps with the push, and it just helps in general. So thank you all, and thank you to anybody who does stay for the push. My name is Casey, if I can introduce myself to the raiders. If you're here from the raid, I'm an illustrator. I also do some sculpting. We did sculpting yesterday, actually, and I'll show you a sculpture in a minute. But right now, I just want to talk a little bit about the push. Today is the last day, potentially, if we can hold numbers high enough. Today is the last day that I need to order in order to officially be able to apply for partner. So if we can keep my average at least a good amount above 75 viewers, like right now we're doing pretty good, I think, and just keep it there or higher, it's going to help the average of the stream hit that 75 requirement and, you know, help me be able to apply for partner. This is the last of the 16 days of streaming that I need to be able to apply. And I have to basically just wait until 2 months have passed and then I can apply. Potentially I can apply tomorrow. I'm still not really sure if I'm going to or not. I need to do a little more research about how that works, but I may just apply tomorrow, and then if they deny me, I'll apply again in 2 weeks. So that's pretty much how it will work, I think. But yeah, I'm trying to get on the front page to help save the vaquita. So there's this little endangered porpoise. There's fewer than 20 left. It's called a vaquita. And it's on the brink of extinction, and I feel like more people need to know about it. There's a Save the Vaquita Day coming up October 4th, and I'd love to get that on the front page, do a charity stream, do like a awareness event. So if you want to help me with that, just lurk. I'd really, really appreciate that if you're able to. If not, that's okay. But for those who are able to lurk, here's how you help by lurking. If you're new to Twitch, you just kind of let the stream play unmuted, and you can lower the volume or mute the tab if you'd like. We're doing this thing called the Art Gym today. So I do Monday through Wednesday, a little study session we call the Art Gym. It's like an art accountability session where today I'm doing cloud studies. So here's a couple of cloud studies I've done. And I'm going to work on this one here in a sec. But if you want to draw along, you don't have to do a cloud study. But if you'd like to, there's a link at the top of chat to various cloud references if that's helpful to you. If you want to do a study of something else or like a foundational practice, like say you want to practice values or drawing in 3 dimensions or practicing, I don't know, just like, you know, drawing hands or something. Feel free to do any kind of study. But as long as it's work safe, you can share it in the Discord. And at the end of stream, we will look at it together. So here's more information on the Art Gym. That's what we're up to today. I sometimes do other stuff too. So it's not just clouds, but today it's the first day of the month, so that's the only thing I've got on hand. But yeah, I also do in the afternoons. If you come back Monday and Wednesday afternoons, I will be doing this kind of stuff typically. I work on illustrations. I'm trying to get into like kids' books, book covers, graphic novels, working on my illustration portfolio basically. So here's kind of my current body of work. Here's a piece featuring a vaquita actually. And I also am trying to get back into conventions. So I'm hoping to put in a print order soon because I've also applied to TwitchCon. So for anybody who's hanging out, potentially you're helping me get considered for TwitchCon as well. So if you're able to lurk at all ever, it's always going to be helpful no matter what I'm doing. But right now for the push, for my TwitchCon application, hopefully I'll find out about TwitchCon. Hopefully I'll find out about both by the middle of this month. That would be ideal. But either way, yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. So if you like this kind of work, this is what you can expect to see here. I was working on this piece on stream the other day, and actually I think this one is almost done. So this is kind of an older work in progress shot. But yeah, I do a comic as well, !Drift, if you want to read that. I do stickers and all kinds of things. You can see my Dinovember stuff on my Instagram. Here's my socials. Any artist will tell you it is super helpful to follow people and like their work and share their work on social media. So if you want to make any artist day, not just mine, go follow us on Instagram or Blue Sky or YouTube. I have a YouTube account as well. I'm trying to get off the ground potentially. Anyway, all that stuff is helpful. And I also sculpt. Oh, and tomorrow we're doing a special event stream. Oops, sorry, that was the wrong thing to do. Tomorrow we're doing this thing called Sea Slug Dragon Day in the afternoon. So we'll be doing a party stream, we'll be doing the monthly art showcase, and we'll be doing Sea Slug Dragon Day, because that's the first Wednesday of the month, is always Sea Slug Dragon Day. So if you want to come back tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m., I'll be letting chat pick a sea slug, and I'll be designing a creature based off that sea slug, kind of like what you see here. Thank you, Animated Jenny. I really appreciate that follow. And Brazen, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that. And Marcus, thank you for checking out Drift. Yeah, you guys are sweet. Oh, Easel, hey, how's it going? It's good to see you, Easel. Thanks for dropping by. Always appreciate you hanging out, seriously. It means a lot. Hope everyone hangs out to get to know me, Brazen. Oh, thanks. I have to head out with one sleep. Oh, yeah. Please, go get some sleep. Please take care of yourselves, folks. If you need to raid and run, no worries. Room is clean, and I'm ready to work. Hey, you know what? Congrats, though, Beans. You cleaned your room. That's impressive. Welcome in, Animated. I appreciate you popping in to say hi. But yeah, Sea Slug Dragon Day is tomorrow if you want to come back. It's just a fun excuse to do some creature design stuff. I really enjoy it. I wish I could just do this all the time because I find it very fun. But unfortunately, I gotta, like, you know, pay the bills and stuff. So, especially right now, I've actually, I'll talk more about this after the push, but I've just got some financial stuff that's changing in August, and I gotta figure out a way to make up about $500 in my budget. So, we'll see. We'll see if I can make that happen. I don't know. It feels like a high bar, so I'm kind of just like accepting that I'm gonna be slowly hemorrhaging money for the next 6 months while I try to figure out my life. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyway, more info to come on that. But this is what I was trying to get to because I also do sculpting. Here is a sculpture that I made of this critter. This sculpture is probably gonna be up on Ko-fi, however you say it, this week. I've got a couple of other sculpts I'm going to list. There's a few, though, that are not here. I guess I can switch views. I do sculpting on the last stream of the month. We actually just did a sculpting stream yesterday. I don't know. I need to fix... Somehow my red filter got turned way up or something on this cam, and it's, like, really intensifying the red. But anyway, this sculpture will be available. But some sculptures, like this one, will not be available online just because, do you see all those little tiny fine details, like the teeth and the little spines? These will break in shipping. There's no way I'd be able to ship this. It's just Sculpey. It's not like cosplay or anything flexible. Oh my gosh, Dally! Dally, thank you again so much for raiding. I was just greeting a raid and showing off sculpts. So here, raiders, here's some sculptures. This one will be on Ko-fi and then a couple of others. But things like this, too delicate. I don't trust that to be shipped. So things like that and this one here, these would only be available for in-person sales. So I could set up a way to like check that out if people are interested in like meeting me somewhere in Denver. I could do an exchange, or just like at a convention. So I'll be bringing this one to TwitchCon if I make it into TwitchCon, as well as the other one I just showed, and a couple of others that I don't feel comfortable shipping. Including the one I worked on yesterday, the Winged Serpent. If I can get that one finished, I'll be bringing that one as well, because I don't think that one can ship. The little wing feathers are just too delicate, unfortunately. But yeah, thanks for coming in on the raid. And welcome in. Dally, how was your stream? What did you get up to? Hey, Jack Lantern. Hey, Raven. It's good to see you guys. This is my raid message. Do you like it? I love it. It reminds me of my raid messages before I had a raid call for like a year. You did a cloud study. Oh, I'd love to see it and show it off if you want, or you can put it in the art gem and we'll look at it either way. It's whatever you prefer. But welcome in, raiders. My name's Casey if you don't know me already. I was just introducing myself, but here's some of my other work. We're about to get back to the art gym and do some cloud studies. Okay, sounds good, Dally, and feel free to drop a link to like a social media if you want to, but no worries. Oh yeah, or show me what happened last night, for sure. Anything, you know the drill. Anything work safe, I'd love to show on stream to welcome in the raid. But yeah, you guys should all be following Dally if you aren't already. Dally has just gotten back into streaming, does incredible work, really fun to hang out with, has really good art conversations and industry conversations on stream. I find them very interesting. And anyway, if you like my work, here's what I do. Okay, let's get back to the studies. And by get back to, I mean start the first one. Oh, but yeah, I forgot to say, if anybody coming in on Dally's stream is not already aware, I'm pushing for partner. So, oops, I also made that too big. I'm pushing for partner, and if you'd like to help me hit that goal, today is the last stream needed in order to officially have 16 streams. Well, really 16 stream days. I've actually got like more than 20 streams that have hit this total, but I have to have, apparently it's like daily averages and not individual streams, which kind of is a bummer because I stream twice a day on Mondays and Wednesdays, and it would have been really nice for those to count individually. But anyway, if you want to lurk, I really appreciate you hanging out. Dally, thank you for telling people about the push and about the Vaquita. I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I really love that animation you did. It's definitely like super amazing. So anyway, I appreciate anybody lurking to help. I know, Pyro, I know. You think this dog is missing teeth? Oh, you found a dog? You can't afford a dog? Oh no, are you adopting a dog right now? You could probably take it, to a shelter. I'm sure they could adopt it for you. But yeah, Ngwe. It's emaciated. Oh, go take it to a shelter. Also, you gotta be really careful if you have like a highly emaciated dog. You probably know this. Like any animal that's starving, if you feed it too much too soon, it can actually make it very sick and possibly kill the animal. So if you do decide to take care of it, just be careful. I'm sure you know that, but just in case, little PSA. Okay, let's do a painting. Oh, let's see. But yeah, Dally, at any point, if you have something you'd like to share. Gave her a quail egg. Well, that was very nice of you. Okay, I'm gonna do a study, gosh darn it. We're studying today. It is the art gym. I'm supposed to be doing my art workout today. I'm gonna use like a big brushy brush, I think. Instead of trying to do individual, sorry, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this totally. I'm just gonna brush in the big shapes and try to get proportions right. So again, just like when you do any kind of a study, you wanna try and make sure that you have your proportions correct before you get into details. It's very hard for me to do this with clouds because so often I really just want to paint the clouds like so bad. I don't particularly want to wait. It's sort of an issue. I really enjoy the little textures in clouds and I really enjoy painting clouds, and so sometimes I jump into the details a little too fast. So I'm going to try and break that habit today by just really staying kind of brushy and trying to look gesturally overall at the whole image before I jump into details too much. But we'll see if I'm able to manage it. I don't know. Sometimes a lot of my cloud images recently I've been looking at and I'm just like, holy cow, I just skipped whole sections of this cloud because I was so excited to paint that part or that part, you know? So I'm going to try really hard. Like basically when I say break it into shapes, I'm talking about finding shapes, right? So we got this circle, got those here. You know, I'm trying to make this shape relatively larger than that one. So we have that compared to that, right? So that's kind of what I mean when I say find the big shapes first. You're trying to really block everything in before you get sucked in. I do see a post from Dally, so let me finish blocking this in and then we'll look at yours. And I always want to reiterate, when you're doing stuff like this, like that's more painty, it's going to have an ugly stage, right? Like this is not an attractive stage of the image. It's just going to look like a blobby mess. And you have to just kind of embrace that. Remember, we're here to get the bad drawings out. So even if it doesn't come out the way you want, it's still worthwhile to pursue working on stuff like this. I'm going to do a blue background just to kind of, there we go. You got to kind of just push through the ugly phase, basically. Art fight in less than 2 hours. Oh yeah, that's right, art fight. Yeah, drop those art fight links. For anyone who's doing art fight, there's my link if you want to follow me. I can't guarantee if you draw something for me, just do it for fun. I have no idea how much time I'll have this month. I don't know if I probably won't be able to do return fire on everyone. So if you draw expecting something in return, you might be disappointed. But if anyone wants to draw any of my characters, there's some of them. If I have time, I'll post a few more. But right now, that's who I have. But if you have a link you want to drop, feel free. Feel free to drop it. Cloud's a really good example of areas where digital and traditional art really differ. Yeah, for sure. The gestural phase of art has its own charm. That's good. I find, for me, I get a little frustrated if things don't quickly look the way that I need them to. And I think with clouds and this kind of thing especially, it takes a minute, but we'll talk about that more in a second. I want to click this link that Dally posted. Yeah, water should be fine. Water should be fine, but don't feed too much. Like, yeah, I would wait and not give her any more food right now. Oh my gosh, Dally. Look at this animation that Dally made. The little eye moving is everything. Dally. Is that cat holding a pizza? Dally, what is going on right now? New sub alert. Oh my gosh. This is an amazing sub alert. Thank you so much for sharing. And also, Aviary Moth, welcome in. It's a quiche. Oh, okay, it's a quiche. Gotcha. Acrylic and digital are really alike. You can layer quickly and really play. Yeah, and I feel like that's probably why I like oils too, is because I think you can do some of that with oils, but you would know more about that than I would, Isol. It's a cat that stole the quiche in France. Oh, I see. I'm not familiar with this meme. I presume it's a meme. But yes, this is what Dally made. You guys go follow Dally. Dally does amazing paintings and also animations. Is working on upgrading a lot of stuff for the stream. And you can go hang out and watch as she does it. I highly recommend, like I said, following Dally Say MT if you aren't already. Thank you so much for sharing, Dally, and thank you once again for raiding in. And thank you once again for all the lurkers. For anybody who decided to lurk from the raid, from any of the raids, I really appreciate it. Maybe I should start learning acrylic. Yeah, maybe. I kind of want to learn gouache. Gouache is something that has been interesting me for a few years, and I think my next investment in a traditional media is probably going to be a nice set of gouache. So if anyone has recommendations on gouache kits or sets that you think are good, let me know. I'd be highly interested. You also learned how to program for OBS because that's how unemployed you... Listen, I understand. We did the gratitude jar. Oh shoot, I have a draw me an animal. Okay, let's pause really fast and do this draw me an animal before I forget. Thank you, Raga, for your patience on the draw me an animal. So the draw me an animal we have this time is the armadillo vulgaris, which I presume is a common armadillo. I'm gonna go based on the context here. I feel like I could put it up here. There's like a weird space here. I feel like I could fit it here. Okay, let's do this. So, common armadillo. You modified some plugins to automate everything. That's really cool. I'll have to pick your brain about that sometime. I really need to do more with my OBS. My setup has not changed in many years, really. I added an overlay last year, and then I just didn't do anything else. So, I really need to redesign my whole setup. Armadillo vulgaris. Okay. So again, no hints in chat for draw me an animal. I feel like it maybe is kind of obvious what this is, but maybe, you know, armadillo is also the name I think of like a really small organism. I forget the name of it, but every time I go to OneZoom and I just type in armadillo, because I'm that kind of animal nerd and this has happened more than once, it takes me to like this weird, like very small, I think it's like a marine organism. So it could be that. But I'm going to go ahead and say it's a common armadillo. So I'm going to draw a common armadillo, folks. Let's, I can't remember how. How do you draw an armadillo? I've got 5 minutes on the clock. It is 10:25. Perfect. I have until 10:30 to figure out how to draw an armadillo. I feel like they have these little ears, and then they've got these little like shrew sort of a face, and then they're like cute and stuff, and sometimes they're fuzzy, and then they have these big like sections to their body. I forget how they are sectioned out. I just remember there's like a, let's see, I think they have like, I think it depends, but they have like the little hip section. It almost reminds me of like rhinoceros plating a little bit every time I look at it. But it has, to be fair, been a while. You got the 9-banded armadillo. That's a Texas armadillo right there. And I think they have one on their neck too. And I think they're related. I think they've decided that these are actually these are related to glyptodons, if I'm not mistaken. If anyone doesn't know what a glyptodon is. It's like the modern glyptodon, basically. I could be wrong. Can always be wrong. I can't remember if they have tails. I think they do. Maybe I'm thinking of a glyptodon. I don't know. Some of them are really fuzzy and some are not. I can't remember if the common one is fuzzy. We're just gonna do little fuzzes just cause. Okay. This is my armadillo. This is my attempt at an armadillo. I may have accidentally drawn a sand shrew. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, and congratulations on second, Aurora. And you totally got second. Good job. Welcome in. How are you doing? But yeah, for anyone who's just hanging out, this is a quick little game that we play here on stream. It's like a 5-minute diversion, essentially. Oh gosh. So please try not to give any hints in chat. If I'm getting this wrong and it's something else, just giggle to yourself and we'll learn it at the end. I don't know why I did it so yellow, because they're actually very peach colored. But don't worry, we will just save the color and then change it. And by save, I mean lock the color layer and then change it. There we go. Okay. Little guy, just a little guy here. Hey, Entropic Universe. Welcome in, welcome in. I think I'm not doing the colors correctly here. Don't know why I chose to do that. That was so silly of me. I really don't remember very much about how the colors of these guys are. I just remember they're like very pale. Maybe we'll do like a lighter skin color or something. I don't know. I feel like it's something like this. Anyway, this is my armadillo. And they live in like deserty sort of environments typically. They live all over Texas. They're extremely common down there. I don't know. I think they live kind of everywhere in the Great Plains and in the Southeast. But I do think they're more of like a southern US sort of a critter. I don't know though. If you live in an area with an armadillo and you're not in the South, let me know. I bet they're in the Midwest too. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it gets too cold. Okay, this is my armadillo. Extremely vulgar in Texas, yeah. Yeah, I was talking with a friend who was like, oh yeah, it was like really cool to see an armadillo. And it's like, it's one of those things where it made me realize, you know, you kind of take for granted whatever your local wildlife is. Like I grew up in Texas, armadillos were just basically constant roadkill. Like it's basically like as common as seeing a rabbit down there or a squirrel. It's like rabbit, squirrels, possums, armadillos, you know, like these are just like really common critters. And then you kind of forget that like not everywhere has them. And like maybe it's really novel to somebody else. So I thought that was kind of funny. Okay, that's about 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and look it up and see how close I got. First time your sister saw an armadillo on the highway. Roadkill, yeah. Why is that dog wearing a sweater? That's funny, John Kelly draws. I don't know if that counts as cheating and drawing an animal. Well, if it did, highlighting it would not be the way to go. But that is really funny. Let's see. Armadillo vulgaris. Let's see if I got it right. No, it's a roly-poly! Wait, is it really a roly-poly? Vulgaris. Dang it! I got. Although it's not coming up as armadillo vulgaris. But yeah, I think it's a... Well, okay, hold on. This exact phrase is not coming up for me. Armadillo. Let me see the generic name for an armadillo. Yep, nope, it's a roly-poly, I think. I think that's what was meant. Raga, if you're in the chat, can you confirm? It's coming up as Armadillium vulgari, not Armadillo vulgaris. So I'm not actually getting Armadillo vulgaris coming up at all. Let me do a quick, like, unless I got the wrong one. Armadillo vulgaris. Did I spell that wrong? Oh no, it is a roly-poly. Okay, for some reason that didn't come up. No, it's still not. Armadillo. Huh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I think it might actually supposed to be a roly-poly. So I got this totally wrong. I thought it would be a common armadillo. Raga's tricking me here. But nope, it's well, for me it's coming up as Armadillium vulgari or vulgare. So it's not quite the exact verbiage as Armadillo vulgaris. So I don't know if I'm getting the wrong animal or if this was like a misspelling or just like an intentional misdirection, probably. I would guess an intentional misdirection. But yeah, it's an isopod. Search armadillo on this page and you see it listed under synonym. Let's see. Armadillo Yeah, the vulgaris part is not coming up for me. Nerdwino! Oh my gosh, Nerdwino! Thank you so much for the 10 months of subs. Nerdwino, you are my first subscriber in July. My first subscriber in July. I appreciate that. That also means that you are my first addition to the Subzoo for July. So if you would like to be an animal, name an animal. We're doing a party animal theme for July. It's a little bit of a hopeful, like wishful thinking perhaps, but we're gonna do a celebratory July stream for a couple of July Subzoo. So if you have an animal you'd like in a party hat, I'm gonna have a few. Maybe I'll do it on stream after this. But anyway, this is supposed to be a roly-poly, guys. I totally missed this. If this is correct, then I missed it. Search armadillo on this page and you'll see it listed as synonym. Wikipedia has armadillo as synonym for it. That is weird. That is weird. Surely a bear in a party hat? Absolutely. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Bear in a party hat for Nerduino. We'll do that in just a minute, okay? Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. For 10 months. That's a lot of support. That means a lot. Bear party hat. There we go. Beautiful. So we'll do the party animal Subzoo here in a sec. But this is a pillbug, a common woodlouse, a roly-poly. What did you call it, chat? Everybody has a different name for this animal, but it's a very common animal all over the world. We called them roly-polies as a kid. I didn't know that they were called anything else until I was much older. I think I finally heard pillbug when I was in high school. But some people call them potato bugs. We called them roly-polies. I'm curious. You called it a pillbug. You called it a woodlouse. Of course you find a dog in the first of the month. Oh, well, good luck dealing with it, Ungoy. I hope you're able to take it to a shelter where it can get some care. You called it a roly-poly, Jenny. A woodlouse, says Ironheart. Oh, roly-poly for Dracon. Or a potato bug. Okay, I'd never heard potato bug. I see that right here, but I've never heard that called a potato bug. You call him Billy. Thanks, Beans. Oh my gosh, too funny. Well, if you want to learn more about the Armadillium vulgare, it's not quite the same spelling I was given here, but that is, I think, what Raga was going for, and it's actually roly-poly. So I got this totally wrong. Got it totally wrong, folks. We're gonna give it a big ol' red X here. Messed that one up. It is a woodlouse. It's a woodlouse. This one I got wrong too. So far I am 0 for 2. 0 for 2 today on Draw Me an Animal. Okay. Bamboozled, exactly, Booksnail. I know. Cool, Miss Art Rules. Thanks for sharing those tips. In Tropic Universe, there's a spider that hunts the woodlouse. There is! I saw one of those for the first time here in Colorado. I'd never seen one of those before either, until I moved here. You dislike them because they just crawl into things and die and get found later. Yeah, that's true, Raven. I used to try to collect them as a kid and make a little roly-poly farm, like an ant farm. Never worked, but I always tried. Pretty regularly, actually. I tried. But yeah, okay, so I need to do a new Subzoo then. So I haven't, for anyone who missed it, it is in the Discord, but I'll show you a picture of last month's Subzoo. Sorry if I'm too close to the mic again. I'm trying to work on that. So you guys let me know how I sound if I need to adjust. But here was the final result for the Subzoo last month. So thank you to everybody who was in the June Subzoo. We are going to make a new one. We're gonna make a new one. Where's I need to make like a sign. Here we go. So here's the way the Subzoo works. Basically, if you sub or gift a sub for the entire month, you are going to get a little doodle. We do like an animal doodle. It's just a way for me to say thank you for the support, really. It makes me feel better about accepting subs if I have a way to say thanks. So I'm gonna copy that. There we go. We're gonna paste it in a new layer. So this is gonna be my sign for every Subzoo. And I'm just gonna change the text basically each time. Casey's party animal Subzoo this time. So we'll do party animal. Okay. Sign. Oh my goodness, who did a thing? Signpost, and then theme. Booksnail, thank you so much for subscribing. I super appreciate that. You have triggered I think you've triggered something. What was that? I don't know what just happened. You triggered something. Thank you so much. It made a weird sound. Casey's party animal Subzoo. Party. So, Booksnail, if you would like to be party animal. That's a terrible handwriting. Holy cow. Animal. Party animal. Party animal sub-zoo. That's not good handwriting. Can you guys read that okay? You want to be a snail. Okay, so Nerduino wants to be a bear in a party hat, and I'll do a snail in a party hat too. So this is the theme for this month. Let me make a folder for July. Party animal. So we're doing party for a couple of reasons. One, it's cautious optimism, hoping that I will get partner. So it'll be like a little partner party thing. Two, well, there's a lot of things I could potentially be celebrating this month. We'll see. It's also my birth month. So if nothing else, I'll have a section that has like cake, and we'll do like a pool party and like a dance floor. Hopefully it'll be fun. So let me go ahead and make like we'll have like a pool party area over here. And then we'll do a dance floor over here. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do this as we go. I think that might be too hard to figure this out right now. Oh wait, we have a hype train? Oh, we have a hype train going on. Well, thank you, Miss Art Rules. I appreciate that. I actually did not know. Thanks, PJ. Yeah, I appreciate that. The word has gotten out, so I'm just kind of accepting that people know that. But okay. And cheesecake. Ooh, cheesecake would be good. So let's see. We have for Nerduino a bear in a party hat. I'm gonna put you here. Just do a little bear for Nerduino. Thank you so much, Nerduino, for joining the party. I appreciate that so much, and I hope you're doing well. By the way, if you guys aren't following Nerduino, make sure that you do. Incredible science communicator here on Twitch, and talks about space science and space news. He's a former NASA scientist. If I have a mod available to get a shout out, that'd be awesome. If not, I will grab that in just a second. But you guys should go follow Nerduino if you aren't already following. We did a co-stream last month, which was super cool. And it was really nice of him to invite me to do that, and had a good time. So we're gonna do a little dancing bear in a party hat. And thank you again for joining the sub-zoo. I appreciate you. Yeah, that was a fun stream for sure. There's your dancing bear in a party hat. Yeah, it was super cool. Super, super cool. Thank you, Pyro, for handling that shout out. I appreciate you. Pyro, I hope you're doing well, by the way. If you need to be lurking, don't let me bug you. Alright, there's my dancing bear for Nerduino. Oh, he's getting his groove on right there. That's what all the kids are saying these days, don't you know? Okay, Nerduino. There we are. Thank you. Oh, I need to have my little person. Hold on. Where's my zookeeper? Everybody stop. There's no zookeeper in this zoo. Oh no, we're in danger. Help. Wait. How do I... Where's my person? Which layer are you on, self? There we go. Okay, don't, hold on. Don't let the bear escape. Wait a minute. Copy me. Copy. Okay, let's, whew, that was close. That was a close one, you guys. Okay, now there's a zookeeper. We're all safe. Everyone's safe. It's fine. It's fine. There's a zookeeper now. There's a zookeeper and they're on the same layer, which is great. Okay, let's get rid of the tiny chicken coop. There we go. Normal size zookeeper. Don't worry, not a giant zookeeper this time. Just a totally normal, extremely professional zookeeper. That's me. Okay, I'm the zookeeper. Everything's under control. We're good. Zoo anarchy. Thank you guys for that hype train. And a book snail. We have a party animal snail. Let's do a little party snail. Thank you both so much for joining, being the first members of the July sub-zoo. I appreciate you guys. A lefty or a righty? You mean this the snail shell? Is that what you mean? I'm gonna put the hat on his shell because I think that's really funny. Party hat. We're gonna pretend that makes sense. I don't really know how you would tie a party hat to a snail. Maybe here? There we go. There's the party hat. Alright, there you go. Thank you so much. It's a lefty. There we are. The book snail. Thank you so much for joining the sub-zoo. You guys are the first party animals at the party sub-zoo. Appreciate you guys. Oh, let me put a hat on my hat because I'm also partying. Let's do some stripes this way. There we go. Everything just has hats, guys. That's how you know it's a party. There's just hats involved. Wait, I should do that on a different layer so that I can copy it next month. Planning ahead, guys. Planning ahead. Okay. Double hats. Double hats, guys. It's not a party until somebody's in a double hat, obviously. This makes no sense, but that's fine. There. It's a party now. Okay, even the party hat has a tiny party hat. Exactly, exactly. Okay, save. There we go. Party animal sub-zoo. Okay, it's done. We've begun it. We've begun it. Yeah. Okay, back to the cloud studies. I did save. Thank you. Okay, and thank you all for lurking still too. We will be looking at your studies. I'm gonna get this study done, you guys. It's been an hour and a half. We've done everything but a cloud study. I've done this much. I've gotten to the ugly stage of a cloud study. Thank you all for lurking, even though I've been entirely unproductive. And yeah, thanks again to the folks who just joined the sub-zoo. I really appreciate that. I know. I'm sorry, Pyro. I know. Good thing you're here to be disappointed in me, because I know Amaze is lurking. I'm glad I can still, you know, disappoint a mod. So, there we are. There it is. There's the disappointment face. Classic. Classic. Alrighty. Let me finish my big shapes here. So if anybody is trying to get some studies done today, hopefully you've gotten a little more distance on them than I have, but if not, that's okay. If you do have something you want to share, though, feel free to drop that study. As long as it is a study, please do make sure it's a study that you put in the art gym, not like a drawing like for fun, like fan art or a personal character. It needs to be something you're drawing to learn, drawing from observation, doing some kind of practice, like foundational art studies, okay? That's kind of the idea. I know we have a few new folks in here potentially, so every once in a while I'll try to reiterate that. But there is a pin in the channel at the top of the art gym if you're not sure if what you drew counts as a study. You can check that out, or you can just like ping a mod when you post it just for confirmation. And if they feel like it belongs somewhere else, then they will move it somewhere else. And thank you guys for understanding. We're just trying to encourage, for the art gym, specifically encourage artists to do the hard work of studying, of practicing. A lot of us, myself included, maybe myself especially, it's very hard. It's like pulling teeth trying to get me to do a study outside of these sessions, to be honest. So I appreciate you guys holding me accountable, and the whole idea is that we're trying to encourage everybody to sit down and do some studies. So if you want to share like a general art share, we have a couple ways to do that. We have an art share section. We have a showcase, a monthly art showcase. The first day to enter is today. You have all month to submit a piece. One piece per month per person, if you guys don't mind. And just double check when you post to make sure you haven't already posted. It happens a couple times. It's not a big deal, but you know, you may get your art moved if we're not able to get in touch with you. Somebody might end up just choosing one and somebody being a mod and then moving one to like art share. So if you have a preference for, just try to make sure that you post once a month and then always scan to make sure. And as long as it's work safe as well. But yeah, again, you can find in most of my art channels, you can find, especially if they're like sharing channels, you can find all the specifics about how to do so in the pinned section at the top of the channel. And I apologize, there was a mistake in my little my little post I made in our share last night. It was very late. I was in the studio working late and I wasn't paying attention to dates. And the showcase is tomorrow. So it's on the first afternoon stream of the month. So basically you have all month to submit. You have until the end of the month, basically the last hour of the month. And then I will basically on the following afternoon stream is when we will do, like the first afternoon stream of the month is when we will do the showcase. So that's going to be tomorrow, because I don't do an afternoon stream on Tuesdays. So we don't typically do showcases on Tuesday unless, I think one time we did for some kind of like a weird circumstance, but typically. She will shame you. No, I will try very hard not to shame you. No, it happens every once in a while. It's fine. I've been that person. I've done that before in people's art shares, like just like not been aware of something, and you know, it happens. It's fine. But I just want people to be aware. So I try to say it every time we talk about the showcase, and it is in the showcase command as well. But you know, stuff gets missed. People are lurking in chat. They're not always reading stuff or hearing stuff. I get it. It's totally fine. Hey Cup of Joe, how's it going? Our gym's going okay. We've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes, and I'm just now kind of getting into my first study. So, art gym itself, I'm not doing great with my studies, but people have been very generous. We've had some raids. It is hopefully the final day of phase 2 of the partner push, which is phase 2 being just to like be able to qualify to apply. So for those who don't know, in order to apply for partner, you have to hit a 75 viewer average 8 times for 2 months, 8 times per month for 2 months. So this will be my 16th stream since May, I think 19th. This will be my 16th stream, or stream day actually, not my first 16th stream. My 16th day of streaming that will hit 75 if we can maintain a high enough view count to balance out low numbers at the start of stream. I think we're gonna make it. But thank you all for helping secure, just in case. I'd love to just be secure in a lot of things, but especially in this right now would be great. So I really, really appreciate all the lyrics, folks. You really, seriously, it's you guys making this happen. It is not me. It's 100% this community, and I really appreciate everybody who's here. And everybody who wants to be here but can't be right now, but who has been supportive. I just appreciate everybody so much. If this stream does make it, I will let you guys know on the Discord, and we'll actually do like a little mini, like, party stream tomorrow for like celebrating finishing phase 2, and I will hopefully be applying for partner soon. As soon as I get the application written. I still haven't had a chance to do that. I had too much going on yesterday, got a little behind, but it is super exciting. How am I feeling on it? I think I feel fine. I'm a little uncertain, I think, about when to apply. I've gotten some mixed information. It's a little confusing, I think, because I also stream twice a day, 2 days a week. So technically, the partner application itself, and I can show you guys too if you're curious, if anyone wants to see it. But I can show you the verbiage. It literally says you need 8 streams, not stream days, but streams. You need 8 streams for 2 months, 8 per month that hit 75. I stream twice a day on Mondays and Wednesdays. So I hit that number pretty early in June for the first 8, and the second 8 I hit also a while ago. But because it's stream days, potentially, according to a friend of mine, I'm not sure. It's unclear because of that, like when I should be applying, because technically, if it's streams, then the 9th is going to be, I think the 9th of June will be my 2-month point. If it's streams, like stream days, I mean, then it's the 11th of June. That is my 2-month point. Since, like, I'm going to officially, I can basically either say I start my month on the 9th, I think the 9th or the 10th of May is when I'm going to be starting the first 2-month period. Well, I think it's either the 9th or the 11th. I don't remember. I need to look at the numbers again. Anyway, I'm feeling confused. TLDR, I'm feeling confused. Part of me sort of just wants to apply like tomorrow or today and just see. You know, it'd be cool if they would accept me without it being the full 2 months. Maybe I can make a really appealing case for the Vikita. And then worst case, they tell me no, you have to wait 2 more weeks. Because I've heard that's the default response, is no, you have to wait 2 more weeks. And 2 more weeks from today or tomorrow would basically be about when my 2-month period would be up. So part of me is tempted to just try it and see. Worst case, they tell me to wait 2 more weeks, and I would have had to do that anyway, you know? So I don't know. I'm a little torn. I appreciate that, Cup of Joe. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I will keep that in mind. I may do that. I need to get it written first. I'm planning on writing it today after stream. And I will let you guys know in the Discord what the number for today's stream hits. So thank you so much, everybody who's lurking. I'll keep you guys posted in the Discord. I might be doubled up, or I might not, because it's really unclear. Part of me wants to just like reach out to Twitch help and clarify, but like, okay, I stream twice a day. It says 16 streams. Should I be counting streams, or should I be counting days of streaming? Because those are 2 different things. I'm only able to stream Monday through Wednesday, so if it's days of streaming, that puts me back by a week, basically, before I can apply. Well, a little under a week, but feels like a week. Anyway, I think, yeah, just my particular stream situation makes it a little bit confusing as far as the push goes. Most people just stream once a day, and so it's very cut and dry. I kind of feel like they're looking at the analytics page. We are rambling a bit, yes. We are rambling a bit. But Mayor of Canada wants me to ramble more, so I'm gonna keep going. But yeah, hopefully I'm not over-explaining. I mean, I can stop also. Anyway, that's just kind of that's the situation. It's confusing. Anyhow. I don't know. But I need to get it written. Tarzia, hey, welcome in. Party stream sounds fun. Yeah, so either way, if today, regardless of when I can actually apply, either way, tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be doing the monthly art showcase. We're going to be doing Sea Slug Dragon Day. And we're going to be doing a party stream. So by that, I mean we'll be doing some giveaways, probably. Just like a little mini party stream, like a celebration of completing Phase 2. If tomorrow, if today's stream hits, either way, if today's stream hits, no matter whether it's streams or days of streaming, today for sure will be the final of the 16 days. If it's streams, I hit that a while ago. TLDR. Making the time for writing it is a whole thing. Yeah, that's basically my task for the day after this. Well, I have a couple of other things I need to do. I have this whole list. Where is my list? Oh no, did I lose my list? Oh no, here it is. I have this whole list of things I did not get to yesterday. I got to 2 of them. What is TLDR? Oh, too long didn't read. Yeah, too long didn't read, Easel. Since I was rambling a bit there. The TLDR is, either way, today should be the last stream no matter what that I need for the official 16. And then the Phase 3, so the next step in the push is we have to maintain, basically just have to maintain for a few weeks, however long it takes them to approve me, potentially. Hopefully I don't get totally rejected and then they say, hey, you need to push for another month. If that happens, I will probably cry. I will probably cry. Because before the push, my stream average was about, it was like in the low to mid 60s on average, I think, before I started pushing. So I don't know if that will impact their opinion or not, because I wasn't, I wasn't really like in the 70s, like I wasn't close, I was just kind of close. I don't know. We'll see. Either way. Thank you so much, JPX, for the follow, by the way. And I feel like I got another follow, and I don't remember if I thanked that person. So if you did follow me and I forgot to thank you, an extremely belated thank you to whoever it was. I apologize. Maybe that you unfollowed me because I didn't thank you in time. I don't know. Hydrate. Did we hydrate? I have a couple of hydrates. Let's hydrate. Everybody hydrate. I saw TLDR so much, yeah. Is the same one from yesterday? Wait, is what the same one from yesterday? The cloud? My list? Oh yes, my list. Yeah, that's kind of how my to-do lists go, Pyro. I have like a gajillion things I have to do, and I have time for actually 2 of them, typically. And I left my envelopes at home, too. I don't think I have any here. So unless I make some envelopes, I can't send out the giveaways until tomorrow. At least the sticker giveaways until tomorrow. So maybe we'll just do all those together, since I'm doing some giveaways potentially tomorrow, too. Oh, I did this though. I did this morning. I was just looking. I made the calendar, the July calendar. I included all the events. We have a lot of events coming up this month. So I've got 3 things I did off my to-do list. But yeah, my list is the list never ends. Unfortunately, I've just learned to accept that. That's not even my whole list. That's just my priority list. My actual to-do list is like multiple lengths beyond that. It's just, you just learn, I don't know, I feel like as an artist or like maybe a self-employed person in general, you just kind of learn how to like constantly add to your to-do list and prioritize and shuffle things around in priorities. It's like the to-do list is almost like a memo list of like notes on things I want to do or like kind of need to do. And then you find the ones that are the most pressing to do first, because inevitably every single day I'll get like 2 things done, but I'll add 3 to 5 things. So it's just like it never shrinks. It only gets bigger. It's, man, it's frustrating for somebody who is a completionist, not only in games, but in life as well. So, lots of yeah. I usually don't complete all of my to-dos, but it's not because of lack of time, it's more lack of energy. Sometimes mine is lack of energy too. Like yesterday I was definitely having I think I'm getting close to hitting I don't know, some kind of like a wall. It's not a burnout wall, but it's definitely, I've just been, I don't know. I've been grinding really hard for a number of years, and I think honestly I love my day job, but I think just the amount of stuff I'm trying to accomplish and have a day job at the same time is just starting to really wear on me, especially lately because I've been pushing even harder to like make my career happen. Not that I wasn't pushing hard before, but it's just like lots of late nights. Like I was in the studio till 2 a.m. last night. Thankfully no Colorado Banshee showed up, so that's exciting. Let me know if you missed the story on that, chat, and I can fill you in. But if you know, you know. But yeah, I think just working 6 days a week, like 16 to 18-hour days every single day, it's just a lot. You know, it's a lot. I've been doing that schedule more or less since 2019. I've been working 6 days a week. So I'm just tired. You know, I'm just tired. And now that I have like the added financial stress of cost of living going up in August, it's like, okay, how am I gonna do this? I don't know. I already don't have enough time to get everything done. So my mind's just full at the moment, I guess. Another TLDR. Just have a lot on my mind right now. Trying to do a lot with very little time. So anyway, don't mean to be a complainy pants. But yeah, that's why my to-do list grows. I think it wouldn't grow, I don't think, as much if I had more time in the studio. Like really what I just need like a couple of weeks off so that I can get caught up on everything. And I think I'd feel a lot better about like progress. But it's so hard only having 3 days and having to also fit like appointments into that and like errands and somehow still be productive in the studio. It's just because my day job is like during those prime hours, you know, of the day. It's like my shifts start at 9 and end at 5, or start at like 10 and end at 6, or 10:30 and end at 7, like those kinds of things. And so it's like I can't get stuff done when I'm at the day job. I wish I had a day job that was like 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. or something. That would be ideal, because then that would give me the rest of the day to like do other stuff. But I do love my day job. It's just it's weekends is the other hard part too. So my social life is completely in the tank all the time. So that kind of weighs on me too a little bit. But anyway, you guys are my social life. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Rifty. I appreciate that. Sorry to be rambly. You gotta give yourself grace. I don't have time. Maybe one day. I just, been at this for so long, and I don't want to. I don't know if it's sunk cost fallacy or it's like that I feel closer to actually being successful as a freelance artist for the first time since starting this journey. So I feel like this is not the time to pull back, unfortunately. So even though I'm exhausted, I feel like I need to somehow find a way to push it to push the pedal to the floor even more. And I just don't know where I'm going to find that time or energy because my schedule is like maxed. So yeah. No lie, politely, the world's kind of falling apart right now and trying to deal with that stress. Yeah, for sure. I honestly, I just can't pay attention to the news. I know that's like irresponsible, but I don't have the spoons, if you will. I don't have the extra bandwidth for the news right now. Or ever. I kind of stopped watching the news in 2015 and my life got so much more, I don't know, I was able to do so much more for not being stressed. But, yeah. I just don't watch the news, frankly. I feel like I can't do anything about it anyway, you know? I can either be stressed and upset and powerless, or I can just be powerless but not stressed. So I choose the latter, selfishly. Choose the latter. Most of the time. Not all the time. Not with the Vaquita, folks. With the Vaquita, I'm staying informed. I feel like I actually have the ability to do anything about that, though. So maybe that's why I care so much, is like, there's so much outside of my control, and outside of many of our control, but talking about an endangered animal, dang it, we can all do that. Anybody can do that. It doesn't take, you know, any extra resources or time. So, I don't know. Yeah, honestly. Oh, we have an ad. Oh gosh, okay, save. We're in an ad. I will come back to this study here in just a minute. It's starting to pull together a little bit. I'm going to finish this one and then we're going to get into the show and tell. But if you can hear me, we're going to do a quick posture stretch. I am hunching a little bit, so let's unshrimp ourselves, chat. I'm going to arch my back, overcorrect that shrimpage. So you're going to take that hunchback that you might be doing right now and just going to overcorrect into like an arched back C or J shape, depending on how you read words. And just overcorrecting that hunch. And you can push your neck back into that. You can do some neck rolls, some shoulder rolls, kind of loosen those muscles up first. But you basically just want to hold that arched back pose and really push those shoulder blades together, like flex them, you know, and hold that for about 20 to 45 seconds. Okay, so I use the ad counter to time myself. They say 20 to 45 is kind of the ideal amount of stretch time for any stretch. Something about if you do less than 20 seconds, it's not actually helping. If you do more than that, you could potentially be straining something or overstretching, causing injury or weakness or a tear. So just, you know, try to aim for between 20 to 45 seconds. That's what I do anyway. I love that little stretch emote. That's so cute, Raven. I definitely want to do some emotes, you guys. Once the push is over, I have so many emotes I'm going to do. It's like, I have so many, and I can't wait to get you guys to help me pick. Oh, that was something we were going to do tomorrow too, actually. I'm glad you posted that emote, Raven. Thank you for the bits and the reminder. Tomorrow, if we do manage part of the party, one of the things I was going to have you guys do is help me decide on a couple of emotes to prioritize. So I have a list of emotes that have been requested or that I really want to make, and have wanted to for like a year and haven't had the slots. We have a bunch of slots now, so I'm probably going to be working on some new emotes. So yeah, if you guys want to help me pick some, we'll be doing that tomorrow, after the showcase. Okay, so that's my 30 seconds. I'm just gonna unarch my back now. So, ooh, tell me you're making an Art Gains emote. Yes, I want to do an Art Gem emote. I really want to do some Art Gem stickers. I might be doing those after the push too, because I need to get those printed. I really wanted to have those ready before July, but I just didn't have time this month. I had too many other things I was doing. So, I don't know. But yes, it would be nice to do like an Art Gains sticker or something like that. Thank you, Kudo. But yeah. Anyway, emotes, stickers. Maybe you guys can help me pick like some phrases too for the art gem. One that I really want to do is no pain, no gain. And then maybe like a do you even paint, bro, or something, or do you even study, bro? I don't know. I kind of want to do like a couple variations on the art gem. But if anyone has like funny gym phrases that you can think of, like practice makes perfect. I don't know if that one's as good. But yeah, if there's any like really funny gym phrases that you can think of that could apply, I think a lot of them would apply, frankly. But do you even art, bro? Yeah, that would be a good one. 30 out of 10. Yeah, thanks. No paint, no gain. Oh, no paint, no gain. I'm gonna write some of these down. But yeah, do you even art, bro is one. Art gains. So I might just do like the same image but have different phrases, or maybe even like, maybe if I have time I could do different images for each different phrase. But I want to get some art gem stickers, and not only in the Ko-fi shop, but also just to like have on hand for conventions, especially if I make it to TwitchCon. For those who haven't heard my plan for TwitchCon, if I make it into TwitchCon, I'm going to have some art. I want to have some art gem stickers. So I wasn't able to include this in the TwitchCon application for Artist Alley, but I want to have some art gem stickers that people can earn by actually doing art gem, like at TwitchCon. Hopefully that sounds fun, but I think it'll be a good way to kind of show people like, hey, this is one of the things we do on our stream. It's a community engagement thing, but like people would be able to stop by and I'd pick something. Like I've heard there's like a giant pog lizard, I think, right? So I'd say, hey, go do a study, and I'll kind of do a little brief, like, look at what you're drawing more than your page, kind of little rundown for people who aren't artists, and try to challenge yourself, no matter the quality. If you actually, other than, I mean, I guess if somebody did like a quick stick figure, that's fine, but hopefully a few people will at least try. And then I'll be like, hey, and if you come back and show me before the end of TwitchCon, I will give you a free art gem sticker. So I think that'd be kind of fun. That's kind of one of the plans. But in order to do that, I need some options for like the art gem sticker for people to choose from. Will I be doing art fight? Yes, I am doing art fight. I'm having a brain blast. Practice makes, and then the word perfect is stuck through with an improvement messily written. Practice makes improvement. Oh, yeah. I like that one. Yeah, are you doing art fight too, Charzia? If anyone's doing art fight, drop your links. Art gains. No pain, no gain. Do you even lift, bro? Or do you even art, bro? Okay. Anyway, so if you guys have funny ones, let me know. You are. Well, feel free to drop your link, Charzia. Do better also works. Yeah. Let's get the bad drawings out. Should be one, I think. Or get the bad drawings out. Anyway, I'm gonna make a list and maybe you guys can help me pick one or two. Oh, and we have another Draw Me an Animal. Okay, from Paleo. Practice makes improvement. Yeah. I'll write that down too. Thank you. In-person art gym sounds so fun, but how many pencils do you think you'll go through? Oh, that's a good point. I will need to bring some extra pencils. I'll probably tell people if you're gonna borrow a pencil, please bring it back if you want your sticker. Hopefully people have... Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about pencils. Shoot. I didn't think about that. I do have a bunch of like spare just like markers and stuff, like crayons and things. I might just bring those because... I don't know. I know they're not as easy to draw with as a pencil. But, yeah. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. I'm sketchy and I know it. I work out. Oh my gosh. I'm sketchy. And then like maybe a shirt that says I work out. I don't know. That's really funny. Thank you for that idea. I like that, Miss Caprical. Fair to assume if they're already an artist, they have a ton of supplies. That's true. That's true. What if you did lift but spelled it out with art supplies? Oh yeah, that's a cute idea too. Yeah. I like that. Okay. Yeah, keep them coming. Keep thinking about them, guys. We'll talk more about the emotes and the art gym tomorrow too. But I have a Draw Me an Animal I gotta get to really fast. I wanted to try and get a little more done on this study, but let's do the Draw Me an Animal. And I'm probably gonna be looking at what you guys have done. If anyone has any art studies that they'd like to share, we'll be looking at those in just a few minutes. But let's do one more little Draw Me an Animal here. Let's see. So the animal suggested is another one that I don't know. I'm getting all of them wrong today. I can already tell. Rhinoplax Vigil. It's something to do with nose. I have no idea. That's the only hint I have out of this. Rhinoplax Vigil. No idea. So I'm gonna draw just like a generic something. You know what? Let's do a... I forget what they're called actually. Like a brontothere, I think. just going to draw a Brontothera. Just a prehistoric, just because it's paleontologist who is requesting it. So I imagine it's probably going to be maybe an endangered animal or an ancient animal. Struble, thank you so much for the raid. Oh, you raided in right during a drawing animal. Here, let me pause the timer and greet the raid, and we'll come right back to this. Thank you so much for coming in. How was your stream? We're doing cloud studies today. Struble, I really appreciate the raid support for the push. This is my final day required of phase 2 of the partner push, which is to get 16 streams that hit 75 viewers. So if you want to help with that, please feel free to lurk. Here is why I am pushing. If anyone has missed it, I'm pushing to help save the vaquita porpoise. So if anybody wants to help me get this goal, you basically have to be a partner. You don't have to be, but it's very hard to get front page without being a partner on Twitch. So it's like one of the perks of partners that you can be on the front page. So if you want to help me reach this goal, Save the Vaquita Day is on October 4th. It's a highly endangered porpoise. They're about to go extinct. There's fewer than 20 left, but they are worth saving. They're resistant to genetic bottlenecking, we have found, which means if we can just keep them from dying, then hopefully we will be able to keep the species on the planet. But we have to act now, and if you want to help me get the word out, please feel free to lurk. I really appreciate the lurks. If you don't know, if you're new to Twitch, I mean, I don't think anybody from Struble's community probably doesn't know how to lurk, but in case you need a tip, just let the video play. You can mute the tab, but not the video. And that would be super helpful. I would really appreciate it. And Struble, how was your stream? What did you get up to? Before I get into like myself and all that stuff, if you have a link that you want to share, I would love to share it off on screen. As long as it's work safe, feel free to drop a link. Or if you have like a shop or socials that you want to drop, again, as long as it's work safe, feel free to let us know what you're up to. And how was your stream? Did we get you a shout out? I think we did. Yes. You guys make sure you go follow Struble. Just a delight to hang out with. Struble is a hoot and a half. Very, very congenial person, and has extremely cute art. Is also trying to get into kids' books, I think, if I recall, or at least is thinking about it. Does a lot of really cute animal art. Would love to see anything you want to share. Eddie Cosmo, welcome in, and Elove, welcome in. Tanya Tekken Show, I think is how you say that. Welcome in. Miss Caprical, also hi. If I didn't say hi earlier, Maker Plays. And Khaleesi, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. No, Prefect, I appreciate you coming in on the raid, too. You guys, so many folks coming in and saying hi from the raid. I really appreciate that a lot. Hi, Eddie. How are you? Let's see. You need to leave the volume on the stream. Yeah, so apparently in the Twitch FAQs, it says you don't have to. But here's the thing. So for a lot of, like, drops, apparently, and, like, other things that you can earn on Twitch from lurking, like channel points, apparently, if you don't leave the volume up a little, it actually doesn't register. So it's a little unclear if this is like a true FAQ thing where it's like you can mute everything and be fine, or if it's actually just like an out-of-date FAQ. So if you want to be safe, feel free to just let the video play and leave the volume. What I usually do when I lurk is leave it on 2% so that it's low enough that even if I can't mute the tab in my browser, that I'm not really like super distracted by it if I'm not trying to be distracted. You can also mute the tab if you're able to. Let's see. Struble, Fourth Wall Collections. Yeah. Oh, we saw some of these last time. So you guys, check out Struble's cute work. See what I mean when I say cute? Look at it. Look at these frogs. It's a stack of cute frogs. It's on a coaster. So cute. Look at this shop. I think I looked at these last time. I love the way that this design looks, honestly. You're so good at just like your clean line work is so nice to see. Yeah, I think we looked at some of these last time. Let me see if I can find one that we didn't see. Wait, you said not to scroll too far. Wait, is this, or no, don't click around. That's what you told me last time. Okay, look at this little one though. This is cute. They're so cute. I love the little spots. It's all pride stuff you made over the last couple months. Nice. Well, they look very adorable. I hope that people are checking out the shop. Please click the link if you're interested in any of this stuff. And I'm trying to see if there's a design we didn't see. I really love, okay, just in general, I really like this screaming burb. So I just want to like say that I really enjoy the screaming burb. That is all. But these are nice. They look great. How do you feel about the quality on Fourth Wall? I was thinking about setting up a Fourth Wall. Let me know. These are so cute. The shirts that I've gotten off of them so far seem good. Has anyone had a shirt off of Fourth Wall that they've had for a while? I'm sort of curious. Oh, here, there's a second page. I'm sort of curious if like how it holds up, you know, over time. Oh my gosh, so cute. So cute! I love this frog stack. This frog stack is, it's such a cute design. I can't get over the little X on the butt. Big fan of Fourth Wall personally. Quality is good for the art shirts and the mugs. Okay, good to know, good to know. You're safe if you go to prints or originals. Okay, let's see if we can find something that we didn't see last time. I just want to show off some of your cute art. So I think the first time you rated in, actually, I think it was this. I think the first time I was introduced to your art was this image, if I'm not mistaken. Well, maybe, no, actually, maybe it was a different Goose and Cappy. But you guys, look at Strubble's cute art. Oh no, it was this one. It was this one. I remember this. I remember this. I think this was the first time I had seen your art, was this picture. Because I remembered it was like a picnic blanket. Yeah, super cute. Super cute. Look at these cetaceans. I love your style, Struble. You really do have such a good style for kids' books. I don't know if you're still thinking about getting into that, but I hope that you do. I think that your style just like lends itself really nicely to that. The hex is so you don't hear the fart. Yeah, that must be it. Only thing you've gotten that you haven't really dug was the zip-up hoodie, but I think it's just a certain brand of hoodie type. Okay. Quality is good. I'm just curious like how it holds up after washings. Like, because I know that the way they put the images on, it's like one of those, not an iron-on, but it's like a press-on thing, right? Yeah, Twitch is super great at updating their FAQs, yeah. Well, thank you again for rating in, guys. If you want to go check out, here's some more prints from Struble. I really appreciate you bringing your community here. If anybody is still here from the... Oh my gosh, I almost closed OBS on accident just now. You guys, I'm not a pro. I'm not a pro. I just want to be really clear about that. I do not know what I'm doing here. I am constantly on the verge of bumbling into oblivion. If you haven't seen my work before, oh, the print technique is called DTG? I don't know what that is. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, thanks for coming in, everybody. We're doing this thing called the Art Gym right now. I'm supposed to be doing studies. We've had a lot going on this stream. Like I said, I'm trying to push for partners, so if anybody wants to hang out through the end of stream, we're probably going to wrap up in like the next half hour or less, most likely. We're going to look at the stuff in the Discord that people have submitted. It's printed but not a foil. Okay. I'm just not sure like if it holds up in the wash. That's mostly what I'm curious about. But it seems like people have a really good experience with it, so they must, I would assume, or people would tell me. So yeah, I'm thinking about setting up a Fourth Wall because I know they integrate really well with Twitch. So it's one of those many things on my list for this month that I may or may not get to. You're okay as long as you don't tumble dry it. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know because I tumble dry everything. Okay, good to know. Oh, like too hot. Oh, okay. I usually keep it on like the medium setting, but I'll look into it. Thank you for the heads up though. So welcome to my stream. Like I said, my name is Casey. I'm pushing for partner. If you want to lurk, it's so I can get partnered to be on the front page for Save the Vakita Day, October 4th. Mark your calendar. And if you're a streamer and you think you might want to do something Vakita themed, I'm thinking about putting together like an event for the week leading up to and kind of around Vakita Day. So October 4th is Save the Vakita Day. And if you'd like to be a part of anything, just keep that in mind. I'll be doing kind of like an all-call for anyone interested. And then I'm just going to put together, I think, a schedule, basically, and just like write down stream times and what people are doing, maybe, and just say like, Save the Vakita event or something. And then that way it gives people raid targets if they want to, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, anyway, so that's Save the Vakita Day is what I'm trying to push for partner for. But right now we're doing Art Gym, which is like a study session. We're going to do a show and tell here in just a minute to show off what you guys have been studying. If you need me to scream about Vakitas, you know, only if you want to. It's just like if people are interested, if somebody wants to help or just like wants to do a Vakita themed something, just let me know. But think about it too, because we got a few months before I'll be putting that together. I'll probably start putting it together in like September. Or at least talking about it in September.
But yeah, this is my work. So in the afternoons, I usually do project streams on Mondays and Wednesdays. I don't do an afternoon stream on Tuesdays. So today, right now, this is my only chance today to make those partner numbers. So the more people we can get lurking, basically the hopefully more impressive it looks to Twitch. So thank you to anybody who can help with the push by lurking on any device if you have some devices available. But yeah, when I'm not doing partner push or art gym or anything like that, we usually in the afternoons are just doing like some kind of art project. So I'm trying to boost my portfolio. I'm getting ready to potentially I'm actually feeling kind of on the fence right now about how to do my pitching of my portfolio to agents and art directors this summer. Usually in the summer is when I pitch. I should be doing it more than once a year, but about once a year is all I can manage right now with my schedule. So I don't know. When I pitch to agents and stuff, I'm just putting together my best of to show off what kind of illustrations they can expect from me, and it'll be stuff like this. So yeah, if you like watching me work, or if you just like watching digital painters work, or if you just want to support an artist who's trying to make it into the industry, it's been a very long road. I've been on this road since at best 2016, and it'd be really cool to actually get somewhere. So thank you all for lurking and helping make some dreams happen. I've also applied to TwitchCon. So who knows? Maybe having people in here, maybe if somebody's looking at people to accept for TwitchCon and they happen to come in here while I'm streaming, maybe it'll help with that too. I'd love to go to TwitchCon. I've never been to California, and I'd love to meet some folks at TwitchCon and just yeah, get back into the art convention scene. So I also do this thing called Sea Slug Dragons, which we'll be doing tomorrow. We have Sea Slug Dragon Day on the first Wednesday of the month. Oh shoot, did my stream die? Oh no. What just happened? Oh no, did we drop? Can you guys hear me? You can hear me. Okay, whew. There's this weird buzzing sound happening and my music just stopped. And I kind of panicked. Oh, there it goes. Oh, whoo. Okay, sorry. I used to have a lot of crashing issues with my stream, and I was like, crap. The last day of the push, why? Anyway, oh, sorry. I gotta give my heart a second to calm down. Okay, so tomorrow is Sea Slug Dragon Day is what I was trying to say. So chat can pick a sea slug, and I'll design a creature based off of it. Anyway, that's what I do. I also do sculpting, and thank you for coming. I have a drawing animal. Yeah, we'll get to that. Thank you guys for still being here. Here's a little sea slug dragon sculpture I did a little while ago. This one's probably going to be on Ko-fi. And yeah, that's what I do. So thanks for hanging out. We did sculpting yesterday. I do sculpting on the last stream of the month. So let's finish that drawing animal. I paused it. So I had already started it, and I paused it to greet the raid. Let's finish it. So drawing animal, feel free to look up this animal. I have no idea what it is. And we're going to learn about it together here in a second. So yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to draw a Brontothir from memory because I have no idea what this is. But it was suggested or requested using channel points from Paleontologist VA, who I feel like tends to request extinct critters. So that's my hint here. But I actually don't know how. I think I just drew a hippo with a horn, frankly. So anyway, this is me attempting a Brontothir. Because I'm guessing that's what this is. I have no idea what this is. If you want to look it up, feel free. Just don't give me any hints in the chat. And then we will learn about it together here in a second. Just for fun, let's go with like a different skin tone. But yeah, I have 5 minutes to draw this, and then we're going to learn about it together, and then I'll get back to the study, finish the study, look at you guys' stuff from the art gym. So you have a few minutes left still if you're finishing up a study. We'll look at it. If you're a streamer and you submitted something, I'll shout you out. And then we're going to get probably get to raid in the next 20 minutes-ish, would be my guess. So here is my attempt at this guy. We're just going to give him some spots just because. I don't know why I gave him a weird bump on his head, but that's what I did, so. You can't see? What do you mean you can't see, Paleontologist VA? It seems like it's on screen for me. Perhaps refresh if you're having trouble seeing the screen. I'm not really sure what to tell you. Hey, Cookie. You can't see the drawing. Really? Why not? You can't see this drawing right here? You should be able to see. It looks like you can see it on my OBS. Yeah. Maybe you just weren't sure what I was drawing, because it's probably nothing like the animal, because I don't know what it is. That would be my guess. Okay. Alrighty, so this is my attempt. I don't know what this is. I have no idea. I'm terrible with the scientific names and the Latin, so this is my attempt. I'm guessing it is completely wrong, though. So, let's find out. Rhinoplax Vigil. And we'll see how wrong I was. In 3, 2, 1, go! It's a hornbill! Nothing like what I'm drawing. So, like I said, terrible with scientific names. That's why I typically request the common name, like helmeted hornbill. But if you want me to get it totally wrong, use the scientific name. Helmeted hornbill, that's a really cool bird. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen this one before, actually. I really like it. It's got some cool patterns. It is critically endangered. Hate to hear about that. There's one very long tail, very pretty. Ooh, there's some nice art of it. And that is not a helmeted hornbill. Oh no, it's a belt ornament in hornbill ivory. That's a shame. That's a shame. Especially when you have it for like a critically endangered species. It's like, gosh, can we just not? Maybe? Can we just not? Okay, so they're from the Malay Peninsula, Sumatra, Borneo, Thailand, Myanmar. The helmet-like structure on the head accounts for 11% of its weight. Wow. Unlike any other hornbill, the casque is almost solid, and it's used in head-to-head combat among males. Oh, that's interesting. A large helmeted hornbill guards the river between life and death, according to the belief among the Punan Ba. That's cool. Has mostly black plumage except for the belly and legs, which are white, and the tail is white and black. Very long tail feathers. That's really cool. You have a head-butting hornbill here. Indigenous peoples used the tail feathers to decorate dancing cloaks and headdresses. Historically, the casque was also used by carvers in China and Japan. So the casque is the name, or I think that's how you say it, is what they call the solid part of the bill. So it must be, is it keratin? It must be keratin. Very cool. I've never heard of this animal before. That's really neat that there's a bird that actually like uses like a head-butting apparatus, sort of like you would see in a pachycephalosaur, perhaps. I'm curious to see the helmeted hornbill skull. I want to see how much of that is keratin. I want to see about the keratin sheath. Oh, here we go. So it's actually just a very thin keratin sheath. So the actual skull, so this part underneath, like that is actual bone. You can see all the bone growth right there. And here's it with the bone only, and here's it with the keratin bill and sheath. So you can see the bill bird beaks are keratin as well. So you can see there's the actual bone of the bill. And then here's the keratin sheath that would go over it. Does that make sense, guys? So if you weren't familiar with that, that's kind of how that works. Very interesting. So there's actually not a lot of extra keratin. It's mostly just like solid bone under there. Fascinating. Well, there we go. You have worked with hornbills. No way. Hornbills are a unicorn of tokens? What? Oh, the unicorn. Is that what you're trying to say? Which setup are you streaming with on Twitch? Crito, what do you mean, Crito? What do you mean, what setup? I'm happy to answer. I'm just not sure I understand the question. There you go if you want to learn more about the helmeted hornbill. I got that totally wrong. Surprise. Not surprised. I never know what scientific names are, so, you know, just be aware. If you use a scientific name, I'm most likely going to get it wrong. Alright, well there we go. I did not get that right. I was trying to draw a brontothere, and I think I even got that wrong. Yep. I remember their head shape had like a shovel shape, but I gave it too much extra ridge. But if you've never seen a brontothere before, here is a brontothere. They're pretty cool. I'm thinking about doing like a Paleo Critters sticker series, possibly like a monthly art challenge potentially, and I'd love to do one of these guys. I think they're pretty cool. They're like ancient rhinos, but they had like two-pronged horns at the front. Very cool. Oh, like Streamlabs. I do have a throne, so throne is not used to broadcast from. Streamlabs is a bot. I do have that. I'm using OBS. I have like 5 different bots. I have Throne. I don't use it very much, but I technically have one. I need to kind of like finish setting it up, honestly. But yeah, I use OBS. That's what I stream with, is OBS. I don't use OBS Streamlabs or Streamlabs OBS. I use just OBS to stream with, if that's the question. Just want to make sure I'm understanding it correctly. Hornbill eat coffee seeds, and it got roasted in their belly, and when it comes out, it's collected and then packed for selling. Like elephant coffee and panda tea. Isn't there, there's like famously, another coffee bean like that was mentioned in the what was the name of that movie? Bucket List, with Jack Nicholson. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like the Coco Pelli or something. I know it's not Coco Pelli. Coco Pelli is like a mythical creature in the southwest of America, but what was it called? Yeah, it's the civet one. Yeah, it's the civet poop tea, or poop coffee bean. Not the binturong, nope. I'm pretty sure it's the civet. But yeah, there's Kismet, there's a name. It starts with a C, I thought, the name of the coffee. I don't remember if you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, I did not really have time to finish this study, but it is at least one study. The colors I really enjoy. Having a good time with the color. Hey Frozen Yak, how you doing? It's so good to see you. More things. We're wrapping up this study here, and then we're going to get into the Discord. I'm going to say 5 minutes, guys. I'm just going to add a few details to kind of like pull the study together a little bit. That's kind of one of the fun things about doing clouds, is like very quickly you can take something like this and give it a more finished look just by adding a few hard edges. It's kind of crazy, but it's honestly one of my most favorite parts of painting clouds, is that you can kind of just like outline a little and really bring something to life, which is just the coolest in my opinion. There we go. Streamlabs is something most streamers start with, but it uses too many CPU resources. Yeah, I only ever used Streamlabs as a bot, to be honest. I've never used it as a streaming broadcaster. I know there's also like, is XSplit still a thing? I know that was a thing when I first got onto Twitch. It was kind of like OBS versus XSplit, and I had some friends that went the XSplit route, but I don't know if that's even still a thing. Yeah, I've only ever used Streamlabs as a bot. If you're asking because you're trying to get into streaming, we actually have a whole stream tips section in the Discord. If you type !Discord if you're not already in there, there is a stream tips section where there's lots of people posting guides and kind of talking about getting started. So if you or anyone else is interested in getting into streaming, whether it's art or games or anything, there's a lot of other folks in our community kind of doing that as well. So we have a whole section for stream tips if anybody wants to, or just like a place to share stuff you learn that you find helpful. I think it's fun to look in there every once in a while and get ideas on like stuff I can do to update my stream setup. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys see what I mean when I say like all it takes is a few extra just like hard edges, and all of a sudden everything just sort of like pulls together and becomes a cloud. It's really fun. I think it's really fun anyway. Yeah, just adding like a few, like pulling out some lights and dark areas and putting in some darks and putting in a few like just edges basically. I don't know. I think it's a blast. XSplit, is that not a thing anymore? Yeah, I don't know. Doing okay, got new tires, so you're broke now. Ooh, that was me like 2 months ago. I think that's when I got new tires, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to call this here in a sec. But yeah, just see how you just add a couple of like hard edges and all of a sudden it's oh, that kind of looks like a cloud and not just like a series of smudges. I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. Just like edge, edge, edge. A little bit of an edge here. A little bit of an edge there. And it's like, ah, the cloud shape. It emerges. It emerges. Just putting like the light edges on the edges of the dark areas is sort of a fun. So basically what I'll do, even if I don't have reference to work from, what I like to do when I'm painting clouds is like I'll have a shape, like say I'm trying to turn this part into like a billowing edge, right? I'm just gonna improvise a little bit here. Or actually, let's do this part. So like these are some edges that I want to pop. I'm gonna take a little bit of that lighter color right next to the cloud, maybe even this orange one, and just kind of like outline slightly. That one's actually kind of hard to see. Maybe a little bit of a blue. But see how you can just add like a touch of that right there, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you have a cloud edge right there. It's very fun. But I usually try to pick the surrounding color just because it makes it blend a little better. Like just visually looks like it belongs in that space. Very fun. It's a thing, but it's not free. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, fun little cloud tip. Highly recommend doing some cloud studies if you've never done them before. Only got to one today. So I don't even know if one was an option. Was one an option? In the... If one wasn't an option, I think I'll just refund everybody's points. Because I don't have time to do any more. I got so much to do on my to-do list. I've actually got a meeting I need to be at in a little bit, so I can't stay on much longer. But yeah. Okay. Save. There is my cloud study for today. Oh, here, let's do this little detail here. A little break in the cloud right there. Nice. Okay, little details. One was an option that nobody voted for. Oh no, what happens then? You guys had so much faith in me. Whoops. What happens if nobody votes for it? Does everybody just get refunded anyway? Like, I don't want your channel points. Oh, jeez. Well, let's get into the Discord and see what you guys got up to. So I'm going to go into the Art Gem section of the Discord. If you have anything you want to share, nobody gets the points. So what happens to the points? They just vanish? Here's the Discord. They go bye-bye? Aw, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I let you all down. I could do like one more quick study, I guess, but... You can pick one now. I think you can't. I think the selection time is over. Okay, I'm going to go into the Art Gym section of the Discord, and we're going to see what everybody has been posting since yesterday. So again, please only post in the Art Gym section if it is a study. If you're not sure what qualifies as a study, I'll show you where to find that. When you join the Discord, you can go up here to the pinned messages, and you can see, like, what's the Art Gym? What counts as a study? All that kind of stuff. And, I'll look at it. Look at everything that's below what we looked at yesterday. So I'm actually going to skip this one because there is some potentially flaggable images there. So please do make sure if you guys are doing figure studies that you don't show bits. There's no bits technically, but I'm not taking any chances with an unclosed figure right now. So we're just going to scroll right past that. Zen, welcome in to the Art Gym, our first one since yesterday. A lovely portrait study here, Zen. And Casey, that's me. Username, how you doing? It's good to see you. You once downloaded it, but you didn't stream. You recorded the gameplay and then uploaded it. Oh, weird. That is strange. The house will always win? I guess so. I guess so. But this looks fantastic, Zen. I think you're doing a great job with the planes of the face studies, trying to work through these portraits. Mads Mikkelsen. I don't know who that is, but I'm glad that you enjoyed drawing it. It sounds like you were happier with this one than you were with the others. But I think you're doing great. Please keep up the good work. Don't give up. We're all here kind of trying to work out the bad drawings. I think it's a great drawing, but everyone's standards, you know, the curse of the artist is that we always think we can be doing better and we always see the issues. So I think you should just keep at it. I think it looks fantastic, and I hope you keep going with your portrait studies. I think you're on a good path here. I think it looks great. I agree, Raga. It is nice. This one is John Kelly showing my work from today. A nice workout, but I need to do more laps next time. I like that. I like that metaphor there. Fantastic. I think these look great. Got some wing studies. So if anybody missed it, we did wings yesterday. So wings were the topic of study, and these feathers. Great feather layering, great anatomy studies, great job like studying the wing, like the flying cycle, basically, of like how the wing is moving as a bird is flapping its wings. This looks great. Really, really lovely. And John Kelly, let me know if you stream. We'll give you a shout out. Fantastic stuff. Here we have Moon Sky. Used the study stream for 2 test platforms. Nice. Oh, these look great. Lovely bat wings. Bat wings are something that is worthwhile to study. I didn't make it to bat wings yesterday, but I'm glad some people did. And I do know that Moon Sky streams. Moon Sky Runner. So make sure you guys go. Oh, thank you, Pyro. Just trying to make sure I spelled it right. Just drawing. That's great, John. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you for participating. I always want people to know that even if you participated and you didn't feel like you wanted to share your studies, also give yourself a pat on the back because you did it. You started the first step in your journey toward more proficient art making, right? You're trying to build those skill sets to become a better artist. See you later, Isel. Thanks so much for hanging out this whole time. I really appreciate you. Stomach is starting to hurt for some reason. Yeah, anyway, Moon Sky, these look great. If you guys aren't following Moon Sky Runner, make sure that you do. Fantastic artist and streamer here on Twitch. Lovely, lovely. It's always nice to see some studies from you. Thank you so much for working out with us at the art gym. Here we have one from Clem doing some nice breakdowns of the bird, the avian form. Really nice like shoulder and wing muscle shape study right here. You're kind of showing the folding of the wings and kind of reiterating to your brain like this is what's happening underneath all those feathers. So you see the bones here folding back, you see the muscles here, the shapes. You can really just like see all those, the through line of all those shapes in the animal. Lovely, really nice way of reinforcing structure to yourself. If anyone's not sure why they're seeing so many shapes and not like obviously some implied line here, that's because Clem is basically doing shape studies of animals instead of directly drawing what they see in the image. I mean, they're using the image as a structural reference and then trying to understand the structure of what they're studying, which is a great way to get your brain to think about form, to think about dimensionality, and to check for proportion. All that stuff is really important if you're trying to actually understand, to be able to, like, say, go and draw a bat from imagination after this. You need to remember, like, okay, how broad were the shoulders? How big was the head in relation to the body? Like, well, how do the wings work? Like, those are the things you can learn, and you got to teach your brain to pay attention to. It's not just copying a reference, it's actually studying and learning from the reference. And we talk about that all the time. Well done, Clem. Those look fantastic. And we have this one from Ironheart. I wanted to make sure on the name. Look at that lovely wing anatomy here. Really, this is a tough foreshortening angle, and you really did a great job with that. This is not an easy... The wing is like slightly, the hand is slightly turned toward the camera, so you're actually getting some finger foreshortening here on this bat from Ironheart. But this looks great. Lovely wing anatomy study. Very well done. Job very well done here. And thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate you participating here. Lovely. Oh, here we go. Let me make sure I do. I wonder if there's a bat. I think there is a bat. Yeah, there's a bat. Beautiful. Here we have one from Dali. I think this is what Dali was working on stream today. We'll be sure to get Dali another shout out. If you guys forgot to follow Dali earlier when she rated in, go follow now. Lovely. Beautiful values. Man, I just love a billowy cloud shape. It just makes me so happy. These look so good. These values that you chose. Love the big bubbly shapes. Really nice structure. Clouds are great. Hope you had fun with this. It looks like you had a good time. Sometimes you can tell. Maybe you didn't. Maybe I'm reading into it because I like clouds, but I think this looks great. I love the refracted lighting on the rain, kind of bouncing up and lightening the underside of the cloud is super interesting. Also, I really like that. These are great. Can I do a cloud? You love clouds? Yeah, clouds are awesome. Clouds are so fun to paint. And then you get such great shapes in clouds. Cloud. Beautiful stuff. Great gym workout. Thank you so much for working out with us. And again, thank you for raiding in. I really appreciate that. Make sure you guys go follow Dali Stay MT if you want to catch more studies and just more art making in general. Some animation as well. Another one for Moon Sky. We just gave Moon Sky a shout out, so I don't think it'll let me do another pop-up shout out again. But make sure you guys did follow Moon Sky. Love the colors in this study. Oh, this is great brushwork. Oh my gosh, it's so chunky and delicious. And I know some of that is the fact that we're seeing the top of the clouds and like this picture is very chunky. But like, man, I really like this. Thank you, Pyro. Yeah, it may not pop up for folks, but if you haven't followed Moonsky, click the link in the chat. I think there's like, I forget the timer, but I think there's a cooldown for like how often you can do a shout out for somebody that pops up. I think it's like every few minutes. But this looks so good, Moonsky. I really, really like this. I don't know what program you're in. It might be like maybe Fresco or Procreate. I'm not sure, but I really love that like just super brushy gouache texture almost. It's really, really pretty. Really pretty color study too, honestly. Lovely, and it's really cool to see the reference too. You don't have to include the reference, folks, but for the same person, it's like an hour. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember. But yeah, guys, you don't have to include the reference, but it does help us to know like where you kind of drew your image from, like what kind of adjustments you made. It helps us to see your style in your study too. And for different, it's 2 minutes. Okay, that's good to know. See, you guys know so much stuff. This looks great, Moonsky. Miss Art Rules has a lovely cloud study done in watercolor. Oh, this one's a little blurry, so we're going to look at that first image. Maybe that second one was an accidental upload. I don't know, but lovely, lovely billowing cloud shapes. Really nice job. Very fun colors. Where did my cloud reaction go? I thought I just had it. These look so good. Thank you so much for participating, Miss Art Rules, and for painting along. It's always, like I always say, very fun to see a traditional study. You guys, if you missed it, by the way, speaking of traditional studies, I'm going to be streaming with the one and only Margot Simone art, I think, on the 15th. And we're going to be doing a watercolor session. So I'm going to be excited to bust out some watercolors later this month. Make sure to mark your calendars. But you can always check out the stream schedule section in the Discord if you want to know more. But I'm hoping to be able to join Miss Art Rules here and doing some watercolor soon. So that's super fun. Thank you for sharing, Miss Art Rules. I appreciate you. Dracon. Lovely study here. Got the reference right there for us. And some beautiful, beautiful painting textures here. Lovely study of, yeah, the like the compositional study of the trees. That lovely night sky. I thought about doing a space study. I think there's like a bunch of space days happening this month, but I don't really know how to draw space. Maybe we should do a space environment. Like maybe like an Aurora Borealis study, you know, or like a galaxies study or something. I think that might be kind of fun. I've never done that before. Thank you for the inspiration, Dracon. Makes me want to draw some stars. I love it. Beautiful stuff. And it looks great. Thank you for drawing along. And last but not least, we have Sloppy Salamander doing some traditional cloud studies. It doesn't read as clouds. I disagree. I think it reads as clouds. But it is, you know, artists, we are always our own worst critics, you know. Here's the reference that was used. I think, honestly, Sloppy, I think you just need to keep going, frankly. Well, and it's hard to, when you don't have color, when it's just grayscale and you have some tones that are really close, that could be part of the issue. But maybe check your tones if you're going to keep working on it, or just do another one. Sometimes the first pass isn't the best pass, so don't be afraid to do a second pass and see if you like your second one better, now that you've kind of worked out the materials, perhaps. But I think it reads as clouds, personally. I think it reads as clouds over the ocean, which is what it is. So, yeah, I think you got it. I think it looks great. Great shapes. Thank you for drawing along, and especially... thank you for drawing in traditional media. It's definitely something I want to incorporate more as we keep doing art gyms. I need to work in traditional media more often. And every time I see folks in here doing traditional media, it just kind of reminds me of that and inspires me to do that. So thank you. Watch your tone, Casey. Oh my gosh, no, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. Hey, Sketchy Tracks. Can't wait to see that. Oh my gosh, we'll see. We'll see. Sketchy, we are about to finish up the stream here. I just finished doing the show and tell for the art gym. And I'm going to post mine in here. And then anyone who is still working, feel free to post your studies underneath mine. Just hold off for a second so we don't skip yours on accident. Oh my gosh, why did I put it like that? Hold on. Let me just move this slight. Oh no, it's on 2 layers. Ugh. There. Nope, wrong. Try this. Yes. Okay. Let's try that again. There we go. But yeah, we're gonna see what this stream is. If people can hang out for just a few more minutes so we can secure those numbers. I think this stream should, if I'm doing math correctly, which you guys know how bad I am at math. Mine from today. Not min from today, mine from today. We're gonna see. I'll let you guys know in the Discord what numbers we got to today. But I think we got it. And if so, I think tomorrow morning I should be able to apply because it will count, like today is my 16th day. So I don't know, I'm kind of thinking you have to get through the day maybe. I also kind of want to give it one more chance to like push like a really high stream we had at the start of June, push that back into the May block because I think that will bring up the numbers just enough to basically have 2 months that show in stream analytics as being partner numbers. So I'm kind of hoping if I submit early, potentially early, I'm not really sure still, but if I submit early and both months in analytics have partner averages, I'm hoping that that will be enough to convince them. So we'll see. But I'll be keeping you guys posted in the Discord. So if anybody wants to join in on the Discord, oh my gosh, Kudo, Storm Dragon Studios, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? We were just wrapping up the art gem, but if you have anything you want to share, we just did some cloud studies today. So welcome in everybody from Kudo's stream. I was working from reference today and doing a few other things too. We did some drumming animals and had some very kind raids such as this one. I really appreciate the help. For those who haven't heard from Kudo's community, I am pushing for partner here on Twitch. And if you'd like to help with that effort, all you gotta do is lurk, !push, if you'd like to learn more about how. Thank you, Pyro, you're awesome, I appreciate you. But this is why I'm pushing, is this little creature right here. This is a vaquita. It is a highly endangered porpoise, and they're going extinct. There's fewer than 20 left in the world, but there's not so few that they can't still be saved. Genetically, they are very resistant to what we call genetic bottlenecking. Here you can read about it if you'd like to. But yeah, as long as we can keep more from dying, the vaquita porpoise is something that can rebound. It doesn't, basically genetic bottlenecking is a nice way of saying inbreeding, and they don't have issues with that. Kind of like the European starling, in the same way that they are able to be closely related and still be totally healthy. So if we can just keep the vaquita from vanishing, it can repopulate over time. So if you want to help me talk about the vaquita with the rest of Twitch, I'm actually going to be applying to be on the front page on October 4th for Save the Vaquita Day. And in order to be on the front page or to have a better chance of being accepted, you have to be partnered basically on Twitch. So that's why I'm pushing for partner. And if you'd like to help with the push, just hang out, just lurk for a little bit. And we're going to be wrapping up here in just a moment. But before I talk about my stuff too much, let me see if I can get... Oh, Kudo's still getting the link. Yeah, of course, Kudo. Thank you for the raid. I hope you guys had fun hanging out with Kudo. Like I said, we were just finishing up the art gem. The art gem is a study session that I do every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Today was clouds. We can look at the end of stream in a minute and see what tomorrow is going to be, but if you go to the Discord, you can see the stream schedule yourself and see all the events and stuff that I have planned for the month. And yeah, we just kind of do an accountability hour or two. Usually it's about an hour and a half or so, where we draw from reference, we do observational study, and then we share together. So we just did the share and tell. And then if you come back on the afternoon streams on Mondays and Wednesdays, I'm typically working on stuff like this. This is the piece I was working on this past week. I'm also an illustrator, so I'm primarily trying to get into like book illustration, book covers, that kind of thing. And if you like what you see, feel free to follow. But even if you don't follow, if you just want to help lurk for the push, I would really appreciate that too. We are trying to secure those numbers for the push to kind of encourage Twitch to make me partner. Hopefully I'll be applying with any luck. I'll be applying maybe tomorrow. But hopefully, as long as people don't just like all leave right now, I should be able to make this stream count. This is my only stream today, so thank you so much everybody who came to hang out. And yeah, this is the kind of work that I do. In fact, here's a piece that features a vaquita porpoise right here. And a bunch of other cetaceans, like whales, porpoises, and dolphins. So anyway, I also do sculpting, but I see that Kudo has a link for us, so let's click the link and see what Kudo got up to today. Oh, thank you, Sketchy Tracks. You're very sweet. Kudo is also working on something very amazing. Kudo, I love this. Kudo, this is fantastic. Did you, out of curiosity, did you get inspiration for the coloration from some kind of a bird, perhaps? It kind of feels like the coloration of a bird. The dragon based on the Oriole. Oh, there it is. The Oriole. Yep. I should have just read the rest of your post. It's got a little orange too, because Orioles enjoy oranges. That's so cute. No, this is great. I love your background. I love that you're like kind of doing an impressionistic sort of tree back there. And I think the coloring and the just overall design came out really well on this little dragon. This is super cute. I love it. Yeah, if you guys want to follow Kudo and see more dragon art, Kudo streams here on Twitch. Thank you so much, Kudo, for coming in. Kudo is Storm Dragon Studios, by the way. That's who I'm talking to for the record, if anyone's not aware. But yeah, this looks fantastic. Lovely job here, Kudo. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you again for rating it. It really does mean a lot. Every little bit helps with the partner push. And for those who haven't heard, I'm also applying to TwitchCon. So part of me is kind of hoping that maybe the push efforts and like people hanging out will also help them consider me for TwitchCon. So who knows? Who knows? But I really appreciate that. Thank you, Kudo. Kudo says I lurked the whole time that you streamed. Thank you. That really means a lot. Seriously, I really appreciate that. Every single view helps. So please, if anyone ever sees me in here for the next few weeks while I'm waiting to hear back from the partner application, don't ever think that I don't need the view still. It is still very helpful. Yeah, some other things that I do, just because I didn't totally get through my whole like activities on stream thing, but just a little plug for Sea Slug Dragon Day tomorrow. We'll be doing this in the afternoon tomorrow. So it's just a fun little creature design prompt that I do, where I let chat pick a sea slug, a little nudibranch, and I'll design a creature based off of it. And actually this one got turned into a sculpture. Here's the sculpt. And this sculpture is going to be on Ko-fi. Probably this week. I'm gonna go outside. It's nice and sunny today and not rainy, so I'm gonna take it outside and take some photos and get it up on Ko-fi. So if you guys are interested in sculpting or sculptures, I do sculpting on the last stream of the month. Here's another one. This one will not be available on Ko-fi because it's got little tiny parts that I'm really worried will break in transit. So this one will only be available at conventions and the like. Same thing with this guy right here. Only going to be available at conventions because of all the little spines. This is a Sculpey sculpture, and Sculpey is very fragile, and I would not feel safe transporting that via postal mail. So those will be available only in person sales. So that's what I do. Thank you for hanging out. I hate to raid and run right as soon as we get a raid. But unfortunately, I do have stuff I'm going to have to do. A minute left till art fight. Oh my gosh. All right, last call, everybody. Drop those art fight links if you got them. Drop those links. We are going to make a channel, I think. I think Senna actually made a thread in the Discord where you can put art fight links for now. But personally, I find threads to be very difficult to find if you're not already in the thread. So I might just do like a general like channel for art challenges. But we'll see. Maybe I'll wait till after art fight. I don't know. I don't want to like Senna already went through the effort. But anyway, it's lagging to death already. It's live. Well, there you go. There's the art fight links, folks. There's a thread in random for profiles and a thread in art share for any art from it. Well, maybe we'll try that then, but I just worry that people won't be able to find that because basically as you chat, I feel like they just go away. But maybe if I show you guys here on stream. So here's how you find threads, by the way. So there's a thread. If you go to the random channel, let me show you how you do it. You go to the random channel and you see this little spool up here. You click that and it'll show you all the threads in that channel. So there's the art fight profiles in random. If you want to go there. And then in art share, you can also go here to art fight posts. So anyway, hopefully that will help people find them. I just find threads to be difficult to locate personally, but maybe that's just my own difficulty. Maybe everyone else is totally fine with it. Yeah, you better have a badge next time you see me. Oh no, Raga, it won't happen that fast. I don't think. It won't happen that fast. The site broke. Yeah, I think it's because everyone's trying to access it right now. That happens every year, Auroran. People get really excited and they run to the page right when they open for voting and then right when they open. So give it the rest of the day. It'll probably be better this afternoon. But thank you for the new followers. Seriously, I really appreciate everybody hanging out and following. Thank you to the subscribers. We started off a new sub-zoo today. It's a party animal sub-zoo for the month of July. So hopefully we'll be able to celebrate with a partner party at some point. But if this stream hits the number, we are partying a little bit tomorrow. I'm going to let you guys pick some emotes. I'm going to let you get some giveaways going. So we're going to have a little mini phase 2 complete party, basically, like a and now we wait party. So hopefully I'll have submitted potentially by tomorrow, but if not, sometime this week or next week. But thank you so much for the raids, everybody. Thank you to the mods. I really appreciate all of you guys coming in and hanging out. Seriously, anybody who lurked today, whether you lurked on your own, you clicked a link to get here, whether you got rated in and decided to help with the lurking, or even if you're lurking and you have no idea you're here. I appreciate you all so, so much. My links are in the chat. Thank you, Pyro. Thank you again to all the mods. You guys are amazing. And yeah, we're going to go raid into somebody else doing some art, probably. Usually that is where we go. Let's see who is streaming. Okay, we have raided that person recently. Oh, thank you. And there's my raid command. You can copy the raid command if you would like to. Ba, ba, ba. I think actually there's a couple of people who've raided in this month that are streaming right now. So let's go do some return fire on somebody. Yeah. Oh, here, I think I might know where we're going. Okay, hold on. There's 2 options here. Let me just do a quick scroll and make sure I'm not missing anybody, but I think I know where we're headed. Let's go say hi. Oh, we rated them already. Okay. I always try to do like different people each time. So let's actually go and say hello to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think we should go say hi to this person. We don't get to raid them very often, and it's kind of fun to find people doing sculpting here on Twitch. I know we raided a sculpture yesterday, but it's so rare that we see somebody doing anything with like clay or ceramics. So let's go say hi to MW Mudworks. Just FYI, sometimes the conversation can get a little more 18 plus. There may be some language, so if you're watching with kids, just be aware of that. Or if you're at work, maybe lower the volume. But Mud is really cool and has a ceramic studio and is right now working on it looks like a bear. Like, I don't know if it's going to be a pot or if it's just like a sculpture. So let's go say hi. Thank you so much, everyone, again for being here. I seriously appreciate the help with the push. I will let you know in the Discord if we hit the numbers, and I'll tell you what they are. But thank you again so much. You guys have really helped make this stream a successful one for the push, I'm pretty sure. Everybody eat, yes, on behalf of Pyro and Ungoy. Everybody eat. But yes, I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. if you want to come back and hear about the latest updates on the push. If you don't want to join a Discord, that's another way to do it. So I'll be back at 9 a.m. tomorrow. What we are streaming tomorrow, before we raid out, let me just check that in the stream schedule. I made it this morning and I already forgot. Oh, tomorrow we're doing meerkats and mongoose because it is World Meerkat Day on the 3rd. So tomorrow is the 2nd, but we're going to do meerkats a day early. So, because I don't think we've ever done those guys before. So come back tomorrow for that feliform little critter. Meerkats and mongooses, folks. But for now, let's go say hi to M&W Mudworks, and I'll see you over there, okay? Bye-bye!